That's the splash attack of procrastination.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out our cover of
Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber.
Make sure you
take aim and misfight it, but I can't wake up. I was given a vision of the end, but it's here in these hands that cannot mend, and the memory will haunt me for all eternity. How can I destroy my weakness? 'Cause I wanna be stronger. I need to keep them all safe, but I lack the power. If we learn to wield our thoughts, then the future will be ours. Brave, shine. If you need a hand to hold and stay the night, on the darkest of my days, you saved my life. Far beyond the razor edge of your blade, there lies a prayer that will surpass a dream I know will last throughout time. Your brave shine. that's always in my way. If we learn to wield our flaws, then the future will be ours, and we can relight the stars. Brave shine. If you need a hand to hold and save the night, on the darkest of my days, you saved my life. Far beyond those endless nights, heartache lies a prayer that will surface. A dream I know will last throughout time. Vibration.
Insane manipulation grind.
Distractions are great. I don't know if I can bring the distraction. This is the deal. We intend to do Fate Stay Night. I, of course, need Scotty's help for that. And he's running late. And it's Valentine, so whatever. It's my day. I don't care. It doesn't matter if I'm single or if I'm not single. It's still my day. And I've always treated it as my day, honestly, since high school. I would always buy myself candy. Because, like, if I don't got no one to love, I'll love myself. I'd be out having a good old time. It is such a nice, lovely, laid-back stream, and if you want a distraction, I'll admit something. I am not a furry. I don't like those people, I think. But I noticed today I have a rather large collection of fox ears, dog ears, Inuyasha ears, pumpkin pie, a lot of headbands, a lot of things. And I thought to myself, am I motherfucking furry adjacent? Calling it furry adjacent, I'd get the fucking suits the fuck out of here, no. But the ears, that's kind of cute. I bought some more Spencer's gifts. I went to the mall because it's Valentine's, and I am a white woman. I went to Mecca. The line at Pandora was quite long. Is everybody, like, man, some of them women are vicious. They make their man take them to the fucking mall on Valentine's to get them $1,500 pieces of jewelry. That's insane to me. I don't want to be a hashtag not like other girls, but I lose jewelry, so I just don't bother. And now I get act all above it, and I'm like, oh, spend that much money of your fortune on rocks, shiny rocks to put around your neck and on your fingers. What are we, apes still? Collecting and fighting over our shiny rocks? That's dumb. I don't like that. I go to the Hot Topic where my kind belong, and they had a Sonic the Hedgehog Chow Garden hoodie. Get this, they'll make fucking hoodies of Chow Garden for fucking Hot Topic, but Sega won't put them in the fucking game. Why? Anyway, I had a nice day at the mall. The point is, I'm wearing ears right now, and I'm not on face cam, so there's absolutely no reason for me to be wearing them. That's a secret. Okay, so the point is to distract us all until that boy gets here. Reject rock, embrace cloth. Until he gets here, and this is a real female Valentine stream because I believe Saber is here. Rin Tohsaka almost got her head cut off by a saber. Shiro's gonna have to deal with both of them. It's waifu woes. But until we get there, until we're ready to embrace Fate Stay Night, we're gonna be misogynist. That's the only way to make this work. I don't know why I think this is a great idea, but ever since having to defend that Nux Taku and seeing that Home Math channel, I'm like, I kind of want to look at that. We're gonna look at And I don't think it's like fully a look at women video. I think it's like kind of like a mass hysteria type of study. I don't know. It seems interesting. So that's what we're doing until my partner in crime gets here to do the visual novel. We're going to learn. But as you do when you learn, you got to check out current events. And last time we were here on stream, Taku brought in the discussion on the bird hands, which is what made me look into this channel. And then Tonto looked up a video of AOC, and I guess she did the bird hands at him. Is this true? I'm not gonna educate myself on what they're fighting about today or nothing, though.
5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Madam Speaker. I've been serving in this body just under 3 years. In that 3 years, enormous amount has happened. But in response to the Republican leader's remarks when he says that this action is unprecedented.
Yeah, you're right. There it is. There's the TikTok bird hands. There is the public speaking training. You can notice that with some people. Donald Trump is an example. That's why he's always moving his hands, because he took a public speaking course sometime back in 1932 or when the fuck ever. But this is a different thing. This is a woman thing.
What I believe is unprecedented is for a member of House leadership of either party to be unable to condemn incitement of violence against a member of this body. It is sad. It is a sad day in which a member who leads a political party in the United States of America cannot bring themselves to say that issuing a depiction of murdering a member of Congress is wrong, and instead decides to venture off into a
God, I am just so black-pilled that all this shit is to me is this just influencer drama. It's basically you have doxed. You've influenced violence to our psycho audience.
Tangent about gas prices and inflation.
Yep.
What is so hard? What is so hard about saying that this is wrong? This is not about me. This is not about Representative Gosar, but this is about what we are willing to accept. Not just the Republican leader, but I have seen other members of this party advance the argument, including Representative.
Okay, now I call that one. I've never really seen the arms cross that way before. I call that one there the fucking Mickey, the Magician's Apprentice Mickey controlling the waves.
Gosar himself.
Well, it's a good get, Tonto. Like I said, I've never seen the wave like that before.
The illusion that this was just a...
The hop. This is how you know it's real, not public speaking skills. This is the bird hands thing, because it's a tism tick. That was the energy overload.
Joke. That what we say and what we do does not matter so long as we claim a lack of meaning. Now, this nihilism runs deep, and it conveys and betrays a certain...
Sounds like it's January 6th, but it could apply to any fucking Wednesday, couldn't it? Here's Math. This is where the concept of this came from. Or I don't know, it's some psychology shit. I'm sure we'll get informed. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn about the world, and it'll help us process things. Happy Valentine's Day to me. This is what I want to do. I want to learn about hoe math. I think that's a great use of my time. And then I will play a visual novel from the wonderful country of Japan.
The answers are all right here, if you have the time to read them. Why is everyone losing their minds? Where do all these new ideologies come from? Why don't men and women get along anymore? Why has everyone lost track of right and wrong? This is a map of consciousness. It's a map of your mind. It explains why people see things differently. Don't worry, I'll make it simple. Consciousness grows in predictable levels. Many researchers have studied this. And the biggest reason everything is so weird right now is that we built a world at a high level of thinking, and we are no longer growing to meet it. What are
So everyone's fucking dumb. I didn't need to make a graph to know that, to be honest.
levels of thinking? These are levels of psychological development. I use them to explain why people are the way they are. When you are born, you start at the lowest, simplest level. Every newborn baby cares about nothing but its own needs and feelings. As you grow and learn, you start putting things together. Level 2 is when you find out that other people have their own needs and feelings and you can connect with them. Level 3 is when you realize that you live in a big world full of people who are connected to each other and you can manipulate those connections for your own goals, and it just gets more and more complex. Everyone goes through the levels at a different speed and everyone stops at a different place. The way that each person grows through the levels depends on a bunch of
Okay, crazy theory. I don't know. Maybe it'll get said, but is this basically the going clear from Scientology? Is it basically that? And then erase this with all the fucking levels of thetanry? It's been a while since I've looked at a Scientology documentary, but I don't know. Woke has become more fucking interesting lately. I think Scientology's almost defeated, or maybe they were behind it all. They can throw your soul away. They don't care. Billion-year contract. You'll be back.
different factors, just like how a plant needs sunlight and air and water and soil. It's not just one thing. In places that have all the right ingredients, the average level is about 4 or 5, with about 15% at level 6, but the average in the world is level 3 to level 4. And when you find out what that means, it can be kind of shocking. Understanding is easier when you have help. That's why this introduction to levels is brought to you by Integral Life, the sponsor of this video. Integral Life promotes integral awareness. They offer a high...
So, today, Tony Cashman, I haven't watched his videos. That might have to be a thing. He posted a video that was a message for like 4 years ago, being like, I learned of you through McKenna, who's his daughter that doesn't exist. It's a whole thing, this Tony Cashman character. And he makes charts like this as well. But they're for crazy shit that's not real.
It's a big part of why I'm good at explaining things.
Julian! Hooray! Yes, woman, am I right? If you have any misogynist videos, throw them in the video share. What's your favorite women getting L video? Who got beat up in a Chuck E. Cheese and made you laugh? Today is Misogyny Day. Because I already went out and got everything I wanted from the world. I don't care anymore.
Studying integral theory can actually make you move through the levels quicker, and Integral Life can introduce you to all the best ways to do that. Integral Life offers courses, a community, and lots of tasty visuals. I know you guys like those. Integral Life invites you to sign up.
I thought the ad was over. They tricked me.
And the columns here tell you what the levels are like. Over here, it shows different...
Oh, dude, I'm so hype. I'm so hype. Yeah, you know, the Nux fan, it's very hard for me. I really do think that my perspective on the drama is unique, because, like, I'm a fucking fan of all those commentary channels, and Nux as well. I'm a fan of all of them, so I know they all hate him on a personal level. they've said it in live streams and shit, and then he's just over here doing his fucking thing. I don't know. But, so yeah, people are gonna, I don't blame anybody for just assuming things. I'm an individual, you see. I don't like team sports. I like making up my own mind. So sometimes people don't always know what side I'm on. I confuse them, and that makes them angry.
Ways to divide the levels up. You can divide them any way you want. You can do 100, you can do 2, you can go high and low. And I'll go into these in later videos. There are more than this. This is just to give you a sense of it. I used really simple language, no more of this stuff. I copied that from somewhere. Nobody knows what it means. This is what the level does, and this is what it wants. Levels 4 and 5 are the most popular ones in our culture. You should recognize them. People at level 4, the way that they think about life is they conform and they follow rules in order to belong to.
Aw, man, I'm sorry. I'm at a level 4. Just like normal in the psychological thing, but then why do we call people bootlickers? Why is that a bad thing? It's only really a bad thing when it's a horrible, fascist, crazy psychopath controlling. When you have a body of government that, like, weighs the welfare of people above itself, I mean, usually, really, what you got to complain about could be way worse. I'm fine here at 4. I don't watch a lot of hating on women anymore. I'm proud of you.
To a way of life and fit in. And when that way of life gets suffocating, when it's too constricting, then they start to try to improve, develop, advance, become something greater, accumulate something for themselves so they can achieve success and live a certain lifestyle, their own lifestyle that they want. You should recognize these two levels being really popular in the West. If you go to like a dense city area, people will still be mostly at levels 4 and 5, but there's going to be a higher percentage at 3 and 6. When I explain what they are, you'll probably recognize those two. I'm eventually going to make a packet that's going to have like 20 of these charts. There's going to be a ton of them, but you can buy.
Why is this though? Why do I feel like we're getting ready for a college course? Is that what we're doing? Because, you know, everything flips around. It's the left. It's the left that gets accused of colleges being bullshit. And as someone who went to college, I 1000% agree. College is fucking bullshit and dumb. And there's a whole bunch of fucking degrees no one can do anything with. But this is gonna be the fucking next shit. But at least this has actual psychological value. It's probably just an actual psychological class. Most of the people that take that path in school, though, are the ones who are all, I'm gonna take psychology to figure out what's wrong with me. No, you should just get a psychologist. That's fucking cheaper, dumb bitch. And then they drop out a couple semesters in anyways. So they didn't learn this.
Buy this one now at the link, and I'm going to post it for free for all of my YouTube and Patreon members in about a week. Most of the videos I make are about dating and relationships, and those are a lot easier if you understand how people think, which is my specialty. Levels are a part of this map. I created this graphic, but it's just my interpretation of the all-quadrant, all-level map, or integral theory created by Ken Wilber. They call it a map of everything, and it...
Finally, like I said, the Scientology for me that I've been waiting for. A chart to evaluate how I should live my life so I know the guidelines in which to go. The Bible, that's a whole fucking book with chapters and shit. Same with all the other religions and lore. Like, this works. I'm gonna live my life by this. I am getting indoctrinated into a religion. You're all witnessing that on a Fate Stay Night stream.
It kind of is. It's hard to explain, but if you can perceive anything, if you can know about something, you can put it on this map. So let's say you have a dream about Saturn, then you would talk about the upper left quadrant because that's inside of your individual mind. But if you saw Saturn through a telescope, that would be the upper right quadrant because that's the thing you see in the world. So the map breaks up your mind into all the different ways it looks at things. So it's a map of everything because it's a map of everything you can know about. And if you can't know about it, how is it a thing? So the map is really complicated, but for right now, forget about everything but levels. This is the most fun part anyway. Colorful. Understanding levels is important because people think that everyone thinks the same way that they think, and that's not true, and it causes problems. I draw this a lot. Here's one that everybody knows about. Here's a girl having strong feelings, so her subconscious is putting her emotions into her conscious mind, and she's looking at this guy like, if I'm feeling this, he must know that I'm feeling it, but there isn't any way to do that.
Wait, what? Are you telling me men don't have psychic powers? Excuse me, I got a scowl on my face, much like this figure over here. Why can't you not be... Why have you not learned empathy like iDubbbz TV at age 30? Is that the problem? Why can you not see I'm mad? And then why, when you've made me mad, can you not evaluate everything you did that day and figure out which variable is the thing you did to piss me off? Are you saying that people need to talk about their feelings? That's fucking bullshit. We've evolved past that. 2026.
Because she hasn't told him. Here's a girl with family trauma looking at a guy who's normal and saying that having no red flags is a red flag because she thinks everyone has trauma and he's hiding it. Here's one with a girl who has something drilled into her head, like something like man bad. Like all the girls turn on TikTok and it goes man bad, man bad, man bad, and it becomes their reality. So she has a belief that's been drilled into her head, and this guy says 4 things, and one of them looks kind of like the one that's already in her head, so she sees half of it and changes the color slightly and says, oh, I knew it. All men are the same. Why do you all always the thing I already believed, even though he didn't say that? So this is just how the mind works.
What? This never happened. Things that never happened for a misogynist channel.
Works at a lower level. This one up here is a girl having a higher level thought.
Tonto, don't you joke. We've all known this. We know. We see you. We see you over there in your boys only club talking about our downfall. Hope you're ready for the fucking cootie virus.
Thought for the first time. Dad is telling her to be careful of men because he knows how men are because he used to be one. And so for the first time, she is thinking about her dad's thinking about these guys thinking. She has a thought about her father's thought about the thoughts of men. So she's moving up to a high level for the first time. So basically, the lower your level of thinking, the less you can see other ways of thinking. Let me show you what I mean. If you are a human, you probably...
Okay, so it's simple. So the reason people are being crazy and are dumber is because... Well, no, they're dumber, and that's why everyone's mad. Because they have a lower thing of thinking. So they're just like, I want the thing. Acting like literal children. I really just do hope that people fuck around and find out and grow out of it. That's really what I'm hopeful for. Because, oh my god, all it's gonna lead to is like a stupid generation of a whole bunch of conservative crap all over again. And it was gonna be because it was a necessary evil. And then people are gonna get even fucking dumber. And then idiocracy. Thanks.
think that dog unpleasantness is a bad thing. You probably would not want to touch this. You probably don't like it that it's on the sidewalk. This is bad for you. There's nothing good about it. But if you are a fly, then you just hit the jackpot. They use this as food and they lay eggs in it and they probably feel great about this situation. So this is not too hard to understand. I bet that nobody watching this video is struggling with this concept that this would be good for a fly who would enjoy it and bad for a human who wouldn't. But most people struggle every day to understand that other people can see the same thing differently. A really good example of this is cheating and the whole my past doesn't matter thing. If a girl ever says my past doesn't matter to you, that's coming from a low level of thinking, because you can't tell me what matters to me any more than...
In all reality, we could look at this when it comes to users. Look at users again soon, because what the woman is basically saying there is you're not allowed to pass shame me. That stuff's old. This relationship new.
And you could tell a fly, like, hey, that's disgusting, that's bad for you. The fly has a different agenda. When a man and a woman are together, when they're pair bonded in a relationship, the man is going to be much more upset if there is physical cheating, because this could happen. He's spending all of his time and money on her, but he doesn't get the benefit, and not only that, somebody else does. But women are a lot more forgiving of just physical cheating. In fact, sometimes if you have a lot of girls, they like you even more. What women hate is when the guy she's with is giving out...
I never know how the fuck boys do it. Because haven't we as a society accepted that cheaters, deadbeat dads, people who aren't loyal, in and out of marriages, all that, didn't we women all decide those people are scum? Didn't we all point the finger and say scum, scum, shame? But then they continue to get pussy. How is that so? How is it that we say we make all these rules, demonize all these people, and every time there's a motherfucking serial killer, there's a groupie of hoes throwing themselves at him? What is it? Maybe we'll find out in Home Math.
His investment to other women, because that means she gets less of it. Investment is things like money and time and support and emotional bonding and so on. And people fight about this every day all over the world. The men say physical cheating is worse, and the women say emotional cheating is worse. And you're just trying to tell a fly, this is bad for you. It doesn't make any sense. It's different from you. It's not going to feel how you want it to. And again, I bet that nobody watching this video struggled with the fly has different needs from the human. But if nobody struggled with the woman has different needs from the man, I wouldn't have a career. It's going great, by the way. Thank you. And the higher your level of thinking, the more you understand that people perceive differently. But even more than that, studying psychological development itself can show you how these misunderstandings happen and how to solve them. That's why I'm so good at what I do. I'm out here saving marriages. Check this out. So people at lower levels have trouble communicating in general, but also people at different levels have trouble communicating with each other. It's like if you've ever talked to a Bitcoin guy, he probably will talk to you like you know everything that he knows about Bitcoin, even though if you did, you wouldn't have to ask. That's like this. I know it, so everyone must know it. That's what it's like for different levels to try to communicate. And the higher you go, the less you assume that everyone knows what you know. On top of that, studying the levels can help you.
Speaking of people who should be fake granddaughter fucking servants, Rogan slipped trying to ice skate. She was one of those, I'm in New York City, I'm gonna go skate on the ice, and she beefed it. And she broke her arm, and then she went under a stream to beg for money. And she can't get a job because it's Donald Trump's fault. That's where that one is right now. That was my update.
You spot when this is happening. And
Tony would talk about being a creative and this guy would walk out of the room and leave. That's how that would go.
And fix misunderstandings. I drew this little comic to illustrate. This is the guy from an old meme called Scumbag Steve. I don't know if Gen Z has Scumbag Steves, but when I was like 17, we all knew this guy. This is the guy who always causes problems and blames it on everyone else. So I illustrated how that works. Steve goes into someone else's house and starts smoking. The owner doesn't like it. He says, "Don't smoke in here." Scumbag Steve says, "It's cool, man. Don't worry about it." And then the owner says, "No, it's not cool. Put it out." And then Steve gets upset. "Chill, bro. It's just a cigarette." So in the mind of the owner, the two guys have two different ideas. You want to smoke, but I don't want you to. So when Steve does it anyway, it looks like he's saying, what I want is more important than what you want. So Steve is a bully.
So that's half this video. That's some psychology. I kind of want to see white women on fucking TikTok, though. This is baby talk. How to deal with awful women. We're gonna deal with Rin Tohsaka tonight. We need to know what to do.
If you're immediately reprimanding instead of listening and understanding, if you're offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem.
Why does that sound like that could have been a fucking rap song? I thought she was about to throw down bars. Let's do that again.
If you're immediately reprimanding instead of listening and understanding, if you're...
Oh, okay, it's like clap your hands. It is, it's a nursery rhyme. To fix your hatred, white men.
Or offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem. Oh!
You are the modern woman. You are in your car. Life does not feel quite right. Something is missing. You check the mirror to make sure it's not your meticulously applied makeup. It's not. You look fabulous. You are the modern woman.
That Tori Spelling's daughter? Donna Martin graduate indeed.
And you have an urge you can't quite put into words. You let the urge run through you. You ask it what it wants. It wants to play peekaboo games, but there is no baby here. You have aborted all of your babies and ghosted all of the men who might have proposed to you because you are the modern woman. You take out your phone. Who is here? Who can I find in the phone to play peekaboo? What do they want to hear? You are the modern woman, so your mind floods with feelings of victimization. Women are victims. Minorities, 93% of the global population, are victims. The phone wants to hear.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Oh, math. That's how that works. If they're not from the fucking suburbs, they're a minority. Even if they live in the suburbs, even if they make millions of dollars, though, and their skin color is not white, they could be from a family that's outside the suburbs, so they fought hard. That's how it works.
About how much you love victims. And it wants to hear this as if it's the baby you refused to have. You are the modern woman, so you recall a children's song and you change the words to show that you know how bad white people are, and men, and white men. You sing your victimhood nursery rhyme into your phone.
Or offended by minorities talking about their lived experiences, you're the problem. If you're offended by women saying they're afraid of men, you're the problem. If you're immediately reprimanding instead of listening and understanding, if
Please crash your car. Please go away. Why did you make this? You have to be a government psyop. How much did the CIA pay you? The CIA can't have this many crisis actors and fake people on TikTok. Some of them gotta be AI. Or maybe, just maybe, what if there are people that are like on house arrest or probation or something? And it's like, the CIA is like, we'll take a couple months off or something off your ankle bracelet fucking thing if you make a TikTok being crazy to start political talking points. Found a banger video for me. Did you post it in video share?
you're offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem. Oh!
You clap your hands. You make ugly faces. You roll your eyes. You hit 'em with the double henpeck bird hand special. The old 1-2. You upload the documentation of your hysterical phantom pregnancy meltdown.
Random me being a woman hen cluck cluck. I'm not fucking doing no nursery rhymes for my kids, excuse me. A lot of people that are like celebrities and rich and TV networks already paid for that to be done, and I can get it free on YouTube. I'm not doing this. I will stream for strangers, but for my own blood, am I a singing dancing monkey? No. They don't pay the bills. Fuck them.
Into the glossy black void. And you wait. Someone likes you. Someone loves you. Someone has paid attention to you. You are the modern woman, and this is the happiest that you will ever be. Modern liberal white women are not okay. They have changed into something called the awful. That's affluent white female urban liberal. This insanity is a consequence of the information age. These young women are being bombarded with emotional content, and it's making them lash out at the men they should be supporting. The internet has warped the mind of the awful, and they're supposed to be having babies, but they're not, so they're just treating everything like it's a baby, including men, especially white men, and it's making us hate each other. These women want to appear like they know better than you, but awfuls are actually losing their grip on reality. They don't even know what their feelings are telling them to do. This one is teaching Uncle Mark how to respect pronouns, even though Uncle Mark isn't listening, he's not on TikTok, and this is what she sounds like.
Nope. They are telling you who they are. You just need to use your listening ears, friend.
Oh my god, this was unacceptable in the 90s. If any of these bitches would just like take a time machine, simply back 20 years. I guess just because the past doesn't make it good or whatever. That's a whole discussion, and that's what politics are for. But my god, it's not like we lived in fucking 1930s Germany 20 years ago. Was it that awful to not fucking be rude and tolerate other people's opinions? You know? Let your fucking racist uncle say whatever and then go make fun of him with other people in the corner later? Is that so bad?
Uncle Mark was probably in Vietnam. His listening ears are listening for something else. If women like this and this think they qualify as moral leadership for people like Uncle Mark, that's pretty sad. But the truth is a lot more sad. This beaver was born in captivity. He has never been in a river, but he's building a dam out of whatever he can find for a river that isn't there. Because beavers build dams. That is what they do. And women nurture children. That is what they do.
Hi, Mike. Hold on. I'm sorry. Is this some right-wing chud channel that I've found here? This sounds like patriarchy talk. That is not true. Our natural instincts is to be girl boss and to be the best at everything and to fight people with swords and be Marvel superheroes and to go, you did that, girl. Yay, good you. I mean, this is fine for some people. I'm fucking around.
But they no longer have children, so they are scolding children that aren't there, in front of a camera, for an audience. Sometimes a caged bird will pull out all of its feathers. Captive lions or bears sometimes walk in little circles all day. A bird in a cage has a beak it's not using. It's gotta peck something. A bear in a cage has feet it's not using. It's gotta walk somewhere. And modern women have mother instincts that they're not using. They have to mother something. The beaver made a dam out of SpongeBob because that's the closest thing there was to a stick. The bear walks back and forth because that's the only place there is to walk. And awfuls, affluent white female urban liberals, lecture us like we're babies because we're the only thing in their lives they're allowed to talk down to. Modern women grew up surrounded by images of pathetic men who need to be corrected by the women in their lives, and then they went out into the real world and found that white men were at the bottom of the status hierarchy for some reason. The reason remains a spooky mystery. And just like a beaver is identifying things that you can carry, women are identifying things that deserve. For example, this guy does not need to be spoken to like a special needs child, but some of these guys might, and probably everyone from here down. Baby talk can be activated by low status. Now, there's nothing more low status than a baby. They're totally incompetent, they're helpless, they do nothing but need and they give very little back. But in the absence of a baby, as is so common with modern women,
I don't know what the hot chip thing means. I'm gonna make my kids listen to Mozart. I think that works. I don't know why that grew out of fashion.
they will automatically find the most baby-like substitute, often in the form of a worthless little dog, because the weakness and littleness reminds the awful of a baby. That's why it's so important for the media to convince the awful that you are worthless and little. This is emotional programming. A woman knows by instinct how to treat someone who is above her in status and someone who is beneath her. The baby instinct goes down towards people or dogs that are powerless, helpless, or misguided, and she treats them like children who deserve equal snacks. And thanks to the media, the
See, it's the dogs that win, because women love them, because, you know, there's something to baby, something to love, something to put in the fucking stroller when you don't have kids. And then, for men, they'll love their fucking dogs, because the dogs aren't shitty to them.
awful believes that no one is more misguided than white men, and no one is more deserving than everyone else. This is why they constantly vote for equality. They see you not as a man, but as the bad baby stealing snacks from the good baby.
I used to work, I've always been a fucking babysitter, because that's how you pick up money being a teenager or whatever. But I'll have you know that everyone I've ever babysat for, school scores and just improvement up overall, because I don't let them watch SpongeBob and Caillou all fucking day. They're gonna watch PBS and at least learn something. SpongeBob's for after 5 p.m. That's the new rules.
So they vote to steal snacks from you to hand out to all the victims who deserve, just like this guy. This is where our dating problems become more political and psychological, and that's why I'm expanding more into psychology. There's only so much you can accomplish by lifting weights and buying a nice shirt. You can't make the world function that way. You can only increase your position in the market, and that makes
I mean, if we want to have a serious talk, well, maybe this channel does it on how we got here. Maybe it's because we don't talk, because society and the media has tricked us that we don't know what we're supposed to be doing and what the fuck is nature or biology.
you basically the last man to drown on a sinking ship. If you want to help me keep the ship afloat, you have to...
Because at the same time, I can't stand all the women, though, that have a whole bunch of kids and then acts like, God forbid, they give a shit. Like, they just want the kids to go the fuck away, not be in their house. One of them's addicted to fucking drugs. This one over here is about to shoot up his school because they're having a manic breakdown. That kid hasn't been around for a while. Like, and then they just don't seem to care. This always astounds me. Where did their nurturing fucking genetics go? Like, I don't know how you fix this. It just feels like it's always the wrong people doing the wrong things. Nature has fucked up here.
understand how your thoughts and your actions actually create your culture.
Okay, no shit. People in the Nux Taku drama yesterday, there are people who think that Nux is out of line for saying the parents are to blame for them being in a Patreon-only Discord server. You're not allowed to say that. Nope, it is officially been declared, according to YouTube comment section, it is up to the Discord server owner and the content creator to babysit these fuckers. Not the parents at all. That's stupid. Why would you think parents could parent their kids?
And your society, and how they also create you. And women like this are also having their minds created by their culture and their society, which you are also a part of. That's why I made this chart. Do you see the 4 colors? They are the same as the 4 colors here and here, and I'm going to use this to show you how you and Awfuls are co-creating our culture of disrespect. Here's a quick summary. Modern women are going nuts because they're in denial that they are women, and ironically, this makes them act even more like women. And this all comes from the denial of nature. People at these...
I mean, I've said it before, but I kind of think this is why I'm kind of not happy with the state of feminism, because I argue that if it keeps going, women are just going to infantilize themselves and take their own rights away. Is what their fucking plan is. It's like, gonna be like, we can't vote. That is so stressful. Do you know what it's like being a woman? And at this point, women have already said they're able to do all the same jobs as men. They should be allowed to do this and that. So I'm pretty sure we're 50% of the population. So I really don't know how we can still victimize ourselves and be equal. This has never made sense to me. So I feel like the mission's been to infantilize. And like, yeah, take away the right to vote. And I don't think we should really work. It's too hard. Supervisors, they yell at you. You think this guy's a loser?
Levels sometimes think that they don't...
I think it's an interesting way to look at the psychology of it all, though.
Don't have a lower self, that they can be something other than what they are. But it's not true. Birds are gonna peck and beavers are gonna build. We used to know that men and women were different. Most people with kids will tell you that little boys will make a weapon out of anything and little girls will make a baby out of anything. Men and women even process visual information differently. We all know how men will open the fridge and not see the thing he's looking for even though it's right there. That's because we look for where the thing is supposed to be, where...
See? If I wasn't watching this misogynistic video that I found by watching a Nux Taku video, then I wouldn't have learned this fact. I've always been like, why the fuck can't you people just find the thing? And no, I guess, yeah, if something's not where it's supposed to be, the fucking universe is off the goddamn axis, apparently. Is this the truth? I think this guy said he dated one of these bird hand women, actually. Maybe he didn't take it too well. Hi, Dan. Do you think this person's a user?
As women scan the entire area. So, men and women are wired differently, which makes us good at different things, and there are people who are offended by that, because they don't want to feel limited by the way they were born, so they just pretend they weren't. That's why childless women apply baby urges to things that are not babies, but then they'll tell you that it's not about babies, even though they're doing baby talk to the most baby-like thing they can find. They are in denial of their nature because they don't want to admit they have one. They don't like the idea that what you are on the outside determines who you are on the inside. They don't want to be trapped by the way they were born, and they really don't want to be trapped by your expectations. They don't want to be told the one true way they have to be. So even though this is a problem of unconsciousness, it's happening because they're trying to move higher and they can't get what they need. That's called self-authoring. It's a term by Robert Keegan. Listen again.
We use the names that people tell us.
That means I say who I am, not you. That's self-authoring. And that means I don't want to be told who I am anymore. I don't want to be forced to conform. I want it to be all up to me. She's just using pronoun people as an excuse. The problem is, when she says, I am who I say I am,
They are telling you who they are. You just need to use your listening ears, friend.
she's not using her listening ears when we say who we are. This is also how you can tell who the bad guy is. She is making demands of you, but your demands are not her problem. She also looks like a beluga whale, and ugly people tend to be evil. So even though she doesn't know it, what she's saying here is, everybody has the right to choose their own identity and to be included. Except for you, because you are a socially acceptable punching bag. This is a typical moral failure that shows up at about the 6th level of consciousness. I call it false enlightenment, and it sounds like this. All the different ways of...
Well, here's a trailer for a YouTube channel. Check this trailer out.
Alright, hello everyone, it's me, Odd Crosswind. Greetings from, actually, Odd Crosswind. And today we're going to do a little bit of a channel trailer, which is going to cover everything I do on the channel, and some of the other things I also do on the channel. So, as you may have seen before, if even at all, sorry about that, varied content and everything, but also lots of videos in general. I do claymation, stop motion animation, and I also do a little bit of 2D animation. I've been doing more of that lately. I am a claymation animator and a cartoonist in the traditional sense. And I make content like this for my YouTube channel, All Crosswind. If it's not on this one right now, at least, take care. But yeah, I make these videos as part of a niche known as art animation. And for those of you who don't know, I also try to get in the freelance industry for hiring jobs in voice acting and 2D animation. And that's recent, actually. I've been able to do that recently and try to get freelance gigs doing that from tutors and mentors and people willing to do freelance for animation in general. But I haven't had much luck lately, but I haven't been able to prove my skills lately. In this recent year, 2026, I have actually been able to improve my 2D animation skills very quickly. I increased the ability to use the color wheel, multi-layer frames. And
See, he's improving. He's... Dude, Dan, this is Tony Cashman. Yes, we've seen the claymation. He can do it. This is the only chance to be seen by anyone that matters. I just like that while promoting this channel, he made this trailer 4 days ago. While doing his claymation school, he has time to do his tarot card shit and time to date his fake stepdaughter, goddaughter thing. That's a lot of stuff. If I honestly did sit here and like stream 14 hours a day, sleep the rest, it would be like this YouTube channel.
Freeze frames, among other skills in 2D animation, using Tahoma 2D to advance my skills and Blender to start. And then I also have done claymation with Van Aken and new processing modern clays, the oil-based ones, on...
No, we can't. This is about women until we get to Fate. But Fuyin sent this. This is half an hour. Are women the problem? Maybe.
Welcome back, tribe. So we have some absolute insanity here. It says kamikaze Karens are being ordered to die to dismantle white supremacy. Here we go. The so-called liberal resistance.
When did this come out? Why? Isn't it over?
Wake up, babe. Kamikaze Karens are back.
Good for you. Good for you. Don't move.
Put your hands in your pocket. Get your hands in your pocket.
You gotta move. Get out of the way. I don't post.
And the media is drooling. Quote, "This is what democracy looks like. Moms in cars, armed with nothing but iPhones and a clear view of right and wrong." The cavalry is here to save us, and she's driving a minivan. Public service announcement: if you love your mom, don't let her turn into an ice stalker. Moms with minivans are training like a militia, but not anybody can join. First, you have to pass a battery of psychological tests. You must hate men.
You know, one thing that hating men has trained me for is literally trained me for chasing ice cars off of my street. 5 of them right now. Following down the neighborhood.
There's the bird hands. What is this schizo stuff? I'm sorry, I don't have it in me to hate 50% of the population. That's too many fucking people.
Honky.
Trump needs to enact the Insurrection Act right now. These people need to get punched in the face. These people need to get thrown to the ground, ribs broken, beaten with batons.
The 3 in my thumbnail. Well, I'm one of them. So, we'll do title. The answer would be Mary Archer. She wrote Emiya. F. Rin Tohsaka. Sorry, Saber, but you're from England. That's lame. There's your answer.
This is what happens when you've coddled women in a feminist, feminized society. This is gynocracy right here. Women, it's not enough that in the dating world, women have zero accountability for all their actions. They never have agency in anything, right? No consequences, nothing. That has now surpassed into a societal-wide issue. Now they're being coddled by our nation in general, where they can go ram police officers, ram ICE, they can go impede investigations, active ones at that. They can go insert themselves in dangerous positions. And
I do think on a lot of those EWU body cam videos that makes the rounds, I feel like women get away with a lot more than men. A man puts his fucking hand in his pocket when those cops are there. Get your hand out of pocket, fucking screaming at him. But meanwhile, women be running around fucking hands in purses. Fucking, like, I guess that's just their way. And the cops never say or do anything. They just hope that a weapon doesn't come out of the fucking purse. And then sometimes it does. It's like, where the fuck? No, don't drop your guard around these people.
they know that they won't get touched. They know that there's no consequences for their actions. If a man was doing this stuff, they would get thrown to the ground, jaw busted up, and then arrested. In a normal, sane world, this would be happening to women too, but it isn't. So all these Karens, all these liberals, these demented, deranged people are actively driving their cars, blocking and impeding officers, foiling investigations and arrests. And that stuff used to land you in jail. You would go get a hefty prison sentence for impeding federal law enforcement. Now, nothing. We have activist judges, mostly women Karens. We have these activists, mostly these bored white women that don't give a shit about law and order. They think, you know, America's one giant pussy, let the whole world in so it can get screwed by it. There are no borders. There is no states, right? We're all global homo. And Democrats are egging this on. And I just read on Axios too, by the way, that Trump administration, Trump himself, was looking at the polling numbers, internal Republican polling data, and they're going to, foot on the brake a little bit right now and slow things down in terms of at least the optics is what they're saying. He wants mass deportations, but the optics look bad. And because what people are being shown on CNN, MSNBC, and all this stuff, they're rallying these people and acting like they're saviors, like they're rebels, freedom fighters, protecting the weak and innocent, when it's really people that are getting deported that are scamming the shit out of the United States. They're deporting people that are defrauding the government, taking our taxpayer money, and then sending it back home and also funding terrorist groups. And the way it's happening is the Democrats are importing all the immigrants. The Democrats are essentially getting a new voting bloc, and then they're defrauding by working.
Nah, they would never. Lies from this right-wing chud, Fuyin. That's okay. We tolerate other people's opinions around here.
Working in tandem with the immigrants. So all the fraud money that they're getting, they then roll back into the DNC in order to get reelected again. All these welfare programs and all this other shit. And so
one could argue, though, if some of us Democrats had given more than $5 to the DNC when Obama was hot, do a lot of complaining on the DNC I've done, be it have I given them any money? No, not really. Obama messaged me, Hillary messaged me, Elizabeth Warren messaged me, and Bernie messaged me. And they want to know why I'm not doing any fucking thing to stop the evil Republicans. And it's like, I just don't want to I don't trust the Democrats with my credit card number, to be perfectly honest with you. That's the issue there. It's a difficult thing.
They increased their voter base.
But maybe if we'd given them more money, they wouldn't have imported all these immigrants.
Because they're allowing these people to come over and scam and make money and depend on the government. You're buying votes. That's what it is. It's buying votes. It's not with bread anymore. It's not bread in circuses. You give people bread, you buy a vote. No, you get people on welfare. You get people to scam, to commit fraud. And then you get a voter forever. And they get entrenched. They create their own little communities. And now you have to placate to these foreigners in your own country in order to be able to be elected for, mayor, governor, whatever it is. And one day maybe president. So this is what these Karens are fighting for. They're fighting to get America fucked. This government is so gay. I'm sorry, but am I the only one, before going off in a huge tangent, am I the only one that thinks if you elect a Democrat, then you're essentially electing a government that is retarded and gay? So we had Kamala and Tim Walz, two retards. So on one end...
See, women, you are going to fuck this up for everybody. You're going to infantilize yourselves, say everything we do is a victim. I walked down the street and I saw something happen to a person and it hurt my feelings. So I took a tomahawk to a man's truck. Like, if that's the amount... And then somehow they also never do as much prison time as the men do either. I can't help but notice.
Your choice is gay and retarded government. And on the other choice with Republicans, it's just fake and gay government. So where are the mass deportations, right? Where's the no new wars? Where's the taking away taxes for the people? Where's helping and putting America first? Why are we still sending money to Ukraine and Israel and all this?
Oh, wait, are we on both sides of the government suck?
Based? Based?
The government is gay. But by the time women are done infantilizing themselves, they'll just be locked into fucking breeding barns and the goddamn gays will win. That was the gay agenda all along. Get these women out the fucking streets. And you all fell for it. Duh.
Stuff, right? Why are we bringing in 600,000 Chinese? Where's the H-1B visas being stopped? Where's the money coming into the pockets of ordinary citizens? So this government is fake and gay as fuck. They're protecting PEDs and people from the Epstein files, and they're all of them are in it, Republican, Democrat. So it's like your choices in government, bro. Essentially today is like when you're partaking voting, because this retard right here that we're watching, she votes against conservatives, right? So my vote would be canceled. If I vote Republican, my vote's canceled by this retard. So on one end, I get a choice of retarded and gay or fake and gay. That's my choices for government today. So when people tell you, oh, I'm a Democrat, oh, I'm a Republican, just you're labeling yourself, you're retarded and gay or you're fake and gay. That's really all it is. Oh, so you are cool with the dichotomy of the so-called democracy that we're living in, the binary choices of retarded and gay or fake and gay.
Retarded and gay. Fake and gay. I am currently with my furry fox ears on my head, moving my head literally back to the left and to the right, unable to decide what to think here. Yeah. And the Green Party, honestly, so I was hype on the Green Party for like a week. And then they were looking kind of woke and kind of inactive. So I'm a part of the Me Party now. It's pretty cool.
Congratulations, bro. Well, at least we're not retarded and gay. We're only fake and gay. That's slightly marginally better. Shut the fuck.
No state mandated women beating. No.
Fuck up. This entire system needs to be burned to the ground. We need to inch in like martial law. We need to absolutely put these people in prison. Bring back. We need to start making masculinity great again. Get these women out of position of power. I'm sick of hearing women speaking, especially about men's issues or conservative values. They're all fucking.
Oh, let's go. Who is this? Is this nigga Ben Shapiro? Is this Ben Shapiro in an alternate world without his fucking yarmulke on? I mean, I did speed him up, mind you, so that's why, because this is what Shapiro talks about on Normal Speaking 1.0.
feminists underneath this so-called conservative makeup that they put on in this persona. It's all fake. They're all covert feminists. This society is gay as shit. We are literally getting raped. Our wallets, our treasury, our country, everything, our voting. They just found, I think I read something, I forgot what state, but 800,000 voter registrations have now been rescinded in one state alone, something like that. Dude, it's all, we have states where you're allowed to vote without showing ID. What? Come on, bro. If this is like the most...
Okay, though, I think this is some right-wing fucking cope. This has always been right-wing cope, because when you register to vote, they look you up to see if you're... I mean, when you go vote, they make sure you're registered. Where did you register to vote? The place where you got your fucking driver's license. And your ID. But if you like, oh man, I'm ready to vote, and someone already voted under your name, now that would be an issue. They would look into that. But that hasn't happened. So I still don't know about this fake voter thing.
Blatantly fake and gay as fuck government and democracy we've ever seen. It's done. We have no democracy. Your choice has already been chosen by the donor class, billionaires.
Did Fuyin just drop this video and go to bed? Did he just leave you with more questions and answers?
Special interests who donate money to campaigns. You're choosing their choice. They literally go, we'll pick these two horses. Okay, no matter who wins this fake and gay popular vote, they're going to do what we tell them because we fund their entire campaigns and everything. This system sucks dick. I'm over the party system. This two-party shit is gay as fuck. This entire system is fake. We have no real freedoms. Democracy is a lie. Democracy is gay as fuck. I'm over it. Bring back a real masculine republic, or give me a strong leader, dude. I don't care. We need emperors? Do we need imperial shit coming back?
Masculine. We need some masculine leadership up in here.
Right? We need a supreme leader again, because the activist judges make it impossible to make changes. Half of our population is brainwashed with the fucking mind virus propaganda. You know, Yuri Bezmenov was right. I forgot what the word he was using, but the ideological subversion that he was talking about, we may have defeated the Soviet Union, but we also were fatally wounded. Because whatever the KGB was doing with the ideological subversion, destroying America from within, it worked. It worked. We're destroying ourselves from within. The Soviet Union ultimately succeeded in essentially ripping America apart from the inside out with ideological subversion. Go watch the Yuri Bezmenov thing and watch what the KGB's plan was for the United States. We're cooked. We're deep into what they originally concocted like 30, 40 years ago. And it's working now. It's bearing fruit. It only took a few generations, exactly like he said. And the people have been beat down and become subservient and believe in nothing in the instant.
I'm pretty much on the centrist track too. And this is where I am, though. They gotta do their victory lap and be fucking cringe. Because a certain side has done themselves no favors. And depending on your political spectrum, you can insert Mad Libs whatever side you want. But let me just say, a certain side has done itself no fucking favors.
And everything. It's all happening like he said. Let's continue with G.I. Jane over here.
Blowing whistles, telling them off. All that rage that I have felt towards men is coming out. I have been trained for this moment.
Phase 2 gets a bit more physical. It's time to shred.
I kind of do want to start watching some more Fox News, though, as cringe as that sounds. I haven't seen what they've been up to in years.
Not the weight. We love women in all shapes and sizes. You need to shed your whiteness.
This is ridiculous. Is this what we're discussing over there? Is this become a YouTube channel?
In order to dismantle white supremacy, we have to be willing to lose the benefits of whiteness. Means they kill us too.
Bitches need to get beat. I'm convinced, bro.
Whoa! Not cool, Chad, in your North fucking face shirt. No, she doesn't need that. She just needs a safe place to go.
God. Domestic violence, something's got to happen. This shit's crazy. It's like people who were never hit as children, you know, that you have to be living.
Don't worry. My cohort is setting up his setup now so we can move to Fate soon. But we like Saber and Rin, so we gotta deal with the ones we don't like.
being in such a soft household where, you know, daddy's little princess and like bitches need to start getting beat again because this shit is crazy. People have not gotten their asses whooped and it shows. We live in a society where people have not been physically harmed ever. Like they don't understand the physical realities of the world that you should have learned probably from your father. A quick hand slap across the face or, you know, a belt across the cheeks. Then you would have known pain and consequences and boundaries.
Would Artoria Pendragon, I ask on this Fate stream, approve of this guy's messaging? Because she is from a different time period. Her own son killed her. Would she appreciate what this person's saying?
These people know none of these, dude. They're talking crazy. These people, these are bioweapons. White liberal women are bioweapons. Literally, they're like the ultimate bioweapon. I know they make fun of
No, Mike, you know who this guy reminds me of? You remember the movie Ants? That wonderful masterpiece DreamWorks put out the same year as Bug's Life? The fucking general that, like, wants to flood the whole fucking colony and kill everyone off? That guy. That's who he is.
minorities and shit, and they call them bioweapons because, you know, for obvious reasons. But the ultimate bioweapon is a white woman and her tears. Because that's the only weapon that has no counter. It is untouchable. Nothing beats a weapon that has no counter. You understand? I always said years ago, I said white liberal women. Now it's actually becoming mainstream in a conversation right now because we're seeing them ramp up. I mean, imagine ramming your car into an agent, getting shot in the face. The very minorities that you're purporting to save and be the savior for don't even give a shit. They call her George Floyd. They didn't even riot for you. There was absolutely no protest. They didn't give a shit. They didn't even want to speak your name because you're a white woman. You died in vain. Nobody cares. You'll be remembered as a meme. Your name is George Floyd, and there will be no statues of you. And now you left your kids in this world to fend for themselves, essentially.
Now, like I said, I didn't mean to fucking get into all this, but I don't think people are going to remember these people 2 months from now. I think that is sad, but true. I think we'll move on to another drama, another devastation, another bill, another political fight. That's how it goes.
And you're a piece of shit human being. Was it her partner or her? I can't remember who. The allegations were that they were like putting out cigarette butts on their kids, like burning them, shit like that. They had to be removed from the household. There's crazy backstory on her that somebody was doing their reading. She has like a rap sheet, or her partner did some domestic issue.
I actually don't think any of these things he's saying is true. I think that was someone else's record.
Yeah, George Floyd. Again, here we go.
That's what that means. And it's time for some radical acceptance about that, guys. That's what it's going to take to dismantle white supremacy, is losing the benefits of the system. So we can't be so shocked as white people continue to die.
White women need to die to dismantle white supremacy? That's one way to do it. Step 3, body and mind. Push your body to the breaking point and let your body be a barrier.
There's times where I'm...
Who other than gay Adolf Hitler, Nick Fuentes, is really... and all the other people that have fallen off from the ethno-state days, like, who is really going around being a white supremacist? A ton of these Republicans, I can't help but notice, are married to non-white people. Like, where is the group of white supremacy? I know there's the Deep South. I am not going to pass any cultural judgments on, like, the Deep South. It doesn't look great there. I'm going to be real. Other than that, I don't think people are this terrible and there's any real white nationalist like movement that's ever going to take off in such a huge country with so many cultures and a democracy. I'm not feeling it.
Scared, but I'll still approach a vehicle. Like, doesn't stop me or any of us from showing up, and actually not only showing up, but putting ourselves in a position of just like almost like a barrier between them trying to get vulnerable people who don't speak the language fluently.
And when you get thirsty, no water, especially not with ice. Instead, sip on a nice tall cup of F-Ice cold brew. Sounds aggressive, right? It's not. It's all love.
She died because she chose.
You gotta appreciate the marketing. Gotta appreciate the grift.
Love and solidarity over fear, and we will make sure the world never forgets her name.
It's a tragedy she died, but love was not the cause of death. Women shouldn't be getting in between armed agents and foreign fugitives. It's like driving a car in front of a SWAT team serving a
The fuck, who is this, Jesse Waters? Are you, like, implying that only men are allowed to fight the police? This is fucking gatekeeping, quite honestly.
Search warrant. Someone's going to get hurt. Women are not designed for violence or danger. These are manhunts with guns and armored cars. And the illegals have nothing to lose. If they get caught, they know it's over. And these illegals have shown they will break the law and they will hurt you. ICE agents are getting assaulted and rammed by illegals and now women. Women who are not professional drivers and not athletes. From what we've seen, they're clumsy and reckless and have no sense of danger.
Oh, God. What did Tim Walsh say?
And said this.
You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times.
Oh, my God, dude. Anyways.
Watch the videos, Jessica. It's mostly women. Yep. You can't deny it's mostly women and crazy-looking women.
Where's Governor Ventura in these protests?
Yeah, he's not the one putting his life on the line. It's mostly women, crazy-looking women, trans women, and then the guys are like the Trantifa guys.
Where's Mark Ruffalo in there?
Is this just what we're doing on Fox and Friends nowadays? Bullying my gender? It's not cool. Not when you go to work looking like that and have that tie on.
With backpacks. Look at her. She's got a shaved head. Benny Johnson last night said on my show something very interesting theory. A lot of these women are single. And so you have this instinctive motherhood that's really not been able to be expressed. Yeah. So they're trying to wrap their arms around
Whoa, they are just straight out taking this theory mainstream talking point. Everyone needs a baby doll to take care of. You're right, this was always Fox and Friends, never mind.
The immigrant community and protect them. And it's very, very dangerous, Jessica. And sometimes women have to be protected whether they like it or not.
Yeah, from themselves. It's not just the immigrant community. First, you notice it in cat moms, dog moms. You saw it on social media. Women are pining.
See, and now we let the right wing get too many W's, and now they're gonna run on this. Women need protected, and then the loser women who really fucking dig that are gonna fucking promote it over here on this side on Team Right, and then next thing you know, we lost the right to vote because you all pissed off Jesse Waters. Way to go.
To have children, the biological clock is ticking. That need, it's a biological need to have children. So because they don't, they then imprint on animals. Then they now imprint on the next flavor of the month, the immigrant community, the poor immigrant criminals, right? Then you have to factor in, we already know from the COVID jab that has altered people's brains dramatically. Look it up. There's a ton of reasons.
Okay. I got the jab. Nothing fucking changed. I don't know.
Search. So when you compound the COVID vaccine, the motherly need, that biological reality, and then the next flavor of the month that'll, die on your virtuous hill of saving those in need beneath you, right? The bleeding heart liberal, the savior. You now have the perfect storm of clot-shotted brain aneurysm damage, motherly instinct, and the so-called marginalized community. And it all comes together perfectly to create the bioweapon that is a white liberal woman.
The bioweapon. It's a white liberal. Like I said, this guy is just like fucking less attractive. Cringe Lord fucking Ben Shapiro. I love the delivery though. I don't know why that got me.
Shotted brain aneurysm damage, motherly instinct, and the so-called marginalized community. And it all comes together perfectly to create the bioweapon that is a white liberal woman. Essentially what it is. I mean, look at them.
At this point in time,
listen,
with the current state of the world and specifically the country.
Bird hands. Is it because she doesn't have no eggs? Doesn't have no eggs to build a nest for, nothing to fly and gather, so we must go to TikTok and be like, guys, have you heard that the world's actually terrible? Are you feeling bad enough? We've got a signal boost upsetty spaghetti-ness.
Like a poison dart frog. They tell you what colors they're dangerous. Look.
Maybe being single and childless is actually my biggest asset.
Do you think they'd be this retarded if they actually had some good dick at home and a couple of children to spend their time on and focus on and worry about? Do you think they'd be out here looking retarded like this if they actually had some dick at home and a couple of kids? This is why we say you guys need to be at home with kids with a good man, because it's saving you from your chaotic nature.
Whoa. Who's saying this? I don't even think, other than fucking Mr. Jesse Waters or whoever over there. I don't think many people are actually saying that in the media. Not to be super mean, but she's got that Joe Swanson shit. Yeah, has anyone considered that some of these women, they weren't gonna make it far in the dating pool anyway, like, honestly, like,
To destroy everything around you. This is what's happening. You have a ton of low-level anxiety, anger, depression, all these emotions, all of them riled up. It's your body screaming at you. You need to have kids. You need to have kids. You need to have kids. Find a man, get kids, children, your biological clock, children. Your body's literally screaming at you, making you almost go crazy at the fact that you have not had kids yet. Okay? So once you pop out a few kids, you mellow the fuck out for the most part. Soon as you have some good dick at home and pop out a few kids, all of a sudden they turn into trads. You ever notice that? The fucking feminist bullshit rhetoric disappears. The colorful hair, the bull ring shit, all of a sudden they're dressing a lot more modest. They want to be an example for the kids. They want to serve their men. They want, oh, the trad wife shit comes. Oh, you know, oh my God, I make bread and sourdough from scratch at home. I like to cook for my kids are all that matter. I regret my career.
okay. Okay. Is that how it goes? Is that how you're just gonna have a kid and then all of a sudden I'm gonna be a fucking baker? Nah, I doubt that.
All of a sudden.
I mean, I like cooking, but they already make the fucking bread in the bakery at Myers. I'll just buy that and heat it up.
Once they fulfill their biological reality, serving men and having kids, the bullshit, the fucking mental rot and disease goes away. Isn't that crazy? It's like their brain shifts into a new gear of adulthood. It's like it takes a child. It takes a woman having a child to become mentally an adult. You notice that shit? It's crazy. There has to be some biological, some physiological changes that are happening here that once a woman, like before and after kids, it's almost like a mark of maturity or entering adulthood, like mentally for a woman after having children under the guidance of a man. Because there's plenty of single mothers that are absolutely rabid feminist nut jobs. So, but there is a very big difference. I guess you could just say then have a man. But that combination of a man and children absolutely changes a woman's mentality far more than anything else. There is, and this is why, imagine this is why they destroyed the family structure, because no amount of propaganda can overcome a loving husband and children. The government can't tell them nothing. There's no social.
Look at Fuyin trying to radicalize me. Take note.
Media, the girlfriends can't tell them nothing. You can't tell a woman shit if she truly has a loving husband at home and kids. You can't tell women shit. They follow their men, their husbands. Now, the only way to break into that, closed chain of trust is to destroy men, is to take men out of the home. Step 1, leave women vulnerable. Step 2, step 3, inject them with propaganda. Step 4, retard them from having children completely. Or
I mean, but we leave out, we leave out, okay, nice conspiracy, but we leave out Tumblr and Reddit's fucking role in this.
Make them abstain from having children completely, which further damages their psychological profile. And step 5, ultimately you create zealots for the cause, rebels like they call themselves, crazy nut jobs that'll go ram ICE cars and get shot in the face. The latest foids of the world. Your biological weapon is now perfectly.
Oh, look who's here to join us. What's the deal with this guy? What's the deal with this user? He said some base things and some unbased things. And he said I had to go have babies and go away so I won't ram people with vans. And I don't know if that's exactly true. We've been watching it though. We only got 8 more minutes, so we might as well finish.
Tuned, created, and willing to die for your cause. This is genius. Like somebody with deep psychological know-how or a bunch of eggheads in a room were like, how do we get women to be slaves to the system and do what we want them to do? Ideological zealots like, the most hardened ISIS fighters cannot compare. Those dudes are not ideologically hardened like a liberal Floyd, like George Floyd was.
You watched the first 5. Okay, did you watch the first 5 minutes before or after you sent it to my way?
Absolutely. Those guys, that's Pee-wee leagues. These morons will self-destruct an entire race in order to die for their ideology and victim brownie points. That's crazy, dude. That's insane. How do you govern? How do you have a democracy when half of your own people want you dead? Crazy.
So we should take away women's rights to vote. I see what you're saying.
In the sense that I don't have anything to lose, and I don't really have anybody's life to fuck up by fighting back against
Yeah, indeed, though, she is an anxiety. God, that was weird. I couldn't get the word out. Anxiety-ridden fucking creature for sure, though. She's lashing out at something. But I do like her hair. And here's the issue. She's out here fighting the power, helping all these people in need. Then why don't you donate all that money you spend at Sally's fucking beauty? I'm not gonna let this go. How you gonna fucking sit there, cry about who's in need, what's suffering? You know what would make you a good person? Instead of ramming police cars and shit, I don't know. What if you just stopped buying $14 fucking lattes every day at the special coffee place and, I don't know, just went to the gas station or something? What if you gave all that up and then took all that money and sent it to a children's hospital or something and helped some children with cancer? Like, do that. And then what? How is anyone going to convince you you're a bad person on social media? You know who you are. Just go fucking do that. Do that. Fucking, oh man, I'm gonna cry about all the poor people who live in poverty, but I got a blue check mark on Twitter as I play for my Twitter Blue. I gotta get my $14 espresso every day. Oh, the new iPhone is out. The Meta glasses? Oh my god. Consumerism just fucking destroys everyone's political ideologies, in my opinion.
Like, I don't have anything to lose. I don't.
You have nothing to live for. Again, so do you see how they cope with themselves? I have nothing to lose. No. You have nothing to live for. You have no children to live for. You have no husband to live for. You have no partner. You're alone. Look at your hair. You're a fucking mess. You got bull rings, piercings everywhere. Your clothes, Jesus Christ. What is it? This is a woman without a man's guidance. This is a woman without children. This is a woman completely lost in the full feminine chaos, like unleashed. Just, flames are spitting everywhere. She has no idea. Wherever she looks, everything burns down. Flames spitting everywhere. That's what happens when you don't contain this energy.
This guy must be new around here. What the fuck would he think if he saw Pixie Locks? This woman looks like a fucking fundamentalist Mormon in comparison to Pixie Locks, quite honestly.
All women.
She's kind of mid.
Are like, every single woman is like this. The more masculine in traditional society is, the more tempered and held back and controlled that destruction is. The moment you gave women voting rights, the moment you gave women positions of power, positions of influence, look at the society that they have.
Whoa, we really are getting to repel the 19th Amendment. Bro, hashtag not all women indeed. This is... That many people actually do this protesting stuff. The rest of people be out there living their life. Plotting murders and how to give their husbands antifreeze. How do you explain all the women that kill their husbands if you need to get married and have children to mellow out?
Built. Look at what was instituted when women were allowed positions of power and influence. Just look around. The very first thing the suffragists did was they banned alcohol, and then it led to the rise of the mafia. Okay,
though, I've said that. That is true. How am I to believe that the women were so fucking oppressed, but yet they got prohibition passed? The suffrage movement, that was their thing. They banned all liquor. Literally the first fucking women power move in politics is to tell the population what they're not allowed to have. They probably did it with their pointer finger too. Like, that is true. That is a L. But we were so oppressed, we had the power to nag everybody into what we wanted.
Powerful criminal organization because they didn't want men to drink alcohol anymore. And then they ended up reversing that policy after, you had like Gambino and all these other super powerful mafiosos, literally that they were controlling the Teamsters and constructions and like construction sectors in America and all this shit. You couldn't do shit without the mafia at one point. Making millions of dollars, shooting up people in public, executions, crime families, crazy shit, Al Capone, all that stuff. Why? Because when...
Now, if we really want to get red-pilled, no one would believe me and everybody would call me trans if I went into the red pill, but not like Pearl Davis. She's gross. But like extra history of every time women have fucked over society. Every time women fucking got their pointer fingers out and said, we're gonna change this, god damn it, you're gonna go to hell and burn if you don't listen to me, in some culture or some fucking war started. I think it all does need cataloged. But there are times that men didn't listen to women, and then the Donner Party happened.
I mean, we're like, alcohol, we don't like alcohol, that's too bad. There's some men that, use alcohol and beat the shit out of women.
That is the reason, though, because women didn't work, so you're attached to whoever you get married to, and if they become a fucking alcoholic and a degenerate, your family dies, pretty much, so there was a reason, though. Don't oversimplify and minimize it. That's the problem. If you put them in a situation where they don't work, don't have fucking independence, then what happens when the man fucks up? The woman just suffers. That's why you need independence and control and rights and all this.
So let's ban it and then create the mafia. Bro, they fucking don't understand the world, literally. And you take that shit seriously. Like all these dudes tuning into female creators, females in positions of power, like Trump just loves hiring these fucking bimbos all.
Whoa. I just go to everybody and fuck all y'all for listening to me.
Time everywhere. Pam Bondi do nothing. Christino does fucking nothing. There's so many women in his administration do fucking nothing. Fake and gay. I told you, government is fake and gay. And then the Democrats are about to come into power, and then you're about to get retarded and gay. So cool story, bro. What a fucking difference we got there. Yeah, because men can't even grab their balls and make the changes that are.
I gotta say, though, this is definitely a different take than I'm used to.
Required. I'm sorry, but this does fall on our shoulders. Women can't enforce any of this bullshit. Literally, it's only allowed because we allow it as men. And the problem is that we have to have a conversation about it's like men are allowing this.
Oh, let's do it. Is this the video where he says, men, we all gotta come together and fucking lock him up and fucking Handmaid's Tale them? Is this the video where the secret fucking signal chat's coming together? Joke's on him. Fuyin found this video and linked it to him. We'll know.
There is a huge proponent of fucking soys that are literally siding with the women here. You've seen them, bro. The moment shit started looking iffy with Erica Kirk. The moment shit started looking weird with Candace and all her theories. The moment, Pam Bondi wasn't arresting people when she should. The moment.
Okay, Candace Owens and all of her theories. Say in quotation marks.
A somewhat attractive woman starts to do something wrong or something seems suspicious or, hypocrisy and shit. The fucking soy boys come in droves by the millions to support them. Oh, you're just a hater. Oh, you're not giving her enough time. Oh, the arrest will come. It takes time for investigations. No. She's the only one asking questions. Those are...
Don't worry. Here's the thing. Valentine's Day. It's almost over. This is the day all these people that he's describing, these metaphorical people, that's not that many in the population. This is the day they all do crash out and fuck up. And it'll be safe for a few months.
Real theories that need to be quiet. No. The WWE style fucking, fest that they're doing for Turning Point. Like, just do people cope differently? Shut the fuck up, dude. You're all so gay and soyed up. It's incredible. The reason our society is crushed is because there's somehow so many of these men that prop up the system just to get a whiff of a little pussy. This is all it is. You want to know the black pill? It's all mate suppression. All of our society is just mate suppression in a sense. The fucking weak soy boys that uphold this system and don't burn it down are the very ones that are hoping to sniff some girl's panties to be feminist allies. I'm on your side. If I support women, maybe I'll get a pity fuck. And then the gynocracy, the feminists, these butch lesbians, these purple pink hairs, they're just doing it to essentially brainwash pretty women who have access to all men to turn them fucking retarded. So that when they get them retarded with their shaved head and doing BLM shit and stupid dances and getting George Floyded up by ICE, then there's less competition. So if you uglify pretty women, feminists win. If you...
Now, Shoe on Head has said these same things, though. It is all of this political strife and gender wars has really been a move by Team Ugly Women. Trying to get all the fucking pretties to go send themselves to psycho camps and get the hell out of here so then they can get all the David Beckhams because they'll be all that's left. That was their plan all along.
Retard up masculine men, soy them up, the soy boys end up winning. It's all mate suppression on a fundamental level. I said it. You heard it here first. I don't know if anybody has had that take. I haven't heard it. I think from a biological, super foundational point of view, it's always been mate suppression. How can I fuck up the competition? And how do I...
Well, I believe Archer will be showing up tonight. And, you know, this is probably after Archer's been through a few Grail Wars and Rin continuously not fucking listen to him. And then she does something really fucking stupid and then just acts like it never happened. He probably thinks these things sometimes, even though he's Shiro Emiya, so he shouldn't.
Benefit. How can I get the most sexual benefit by destroying my competition? That's all it comes down to, bro. Honestly, we are animals. Don't try to act like we're different or that, you know, human systems are some like complexity that's divorced us from nature. It hasn't. It's just complexity on top of biological reality. Disgusting. I don't know. There's way more. I have so many theories on shit like this. Anyways, before I keep rambling on, we've seen enough of these fucking morons. I just want to show you, look, this is on the male side, and we'll finish it. This is a dude. It says, imagine why.
Okay, libs of TikTok, that's an AI image. I won't fall for this. That's like a Lisa Frank coloring page AI image. Shut up. That's not real. Shut up.
Walking to college and this is your classmate. Look at this shit. Turn the music off. This is a dude. This man.
No. AI and filters. I refuse to believe it. Unless, what if they're a juggalo, though? That's always possible. That's always acceptable, you know? They're a protected class.
Dressed up like this. First day of college, makeup and outfit. Look at this clown show. Look at this shit. Unreal, bro. Look at this. Imagine what it took to get this human being to completely divorce himself from his biological... Look at the mind control here. Look at this.
Actually, don't think it's that big of a deal. I've been anti-left and woke a little bit lately, but nah. Because then if you say this guy can't do it, then you're saying the goths can't do their thing, and that's just not right. No rules for thee and not for me. We gotta have all... You gotta... He would be a good carnival barker, though. Who the fuck's to know that's not what he's going to college for? The entertainment industry or fucking something. Like, or he could be a programmer, or be going for the CIA. One of those. Like, who is he hurting? Now, if this was a woman, it'd be different. I'm not gonna lie. So I am being a bit fucking sexist with this one. But nah, this guy needs to stop clutching his pearls. He's not, he kind of makes this look work. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit. A clown literally has him in a humiliation ritual. Trinkets, little bling, and clown makeup. Literally put on the clown makeup. Look at this shit. What is he doing to...
Bro wouldn't make it at the gathering in Detroit with the fucking gathering of the clowns, the posse. This guy would clutch his fucking pearls and cry.
His eyebrows, his face. He's
never even seen a Fago explode.
He went in the mirror and he painted on this retarded look, and he thinks he's showing up and showing out at school like this. When I say this attack on men and women,
Jake Marini. That I do not like the fucking nose piercing. I never will. This is just too colorful for me. But like, this guy walks the street in like New Orleans during Mardi Gras. He's killing it. He's getting photo ops. It's fine.
this is what I'm talking about right here. I want you to take a good look at this guy. He's a young man, could have been a normal dude. Instead, he got mind controlled, soyed up. He's no longer in the competition. You think any bitches want this? It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. You got to think of this from a deeper.
Oh man, this guy's never seen what goes on in the goth sphere.
Biological perspective. Our society is cooked because we're not willing to go as far as we need to go to fix things. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hey, choose.
Suspicious.
What do we got to do to fix things? I didn't hear the plan. What's the plan? Oh, are we at the end of the video? What was the plan?
Your government, bro, in 2028. Gay and retarded or faking gay? Yeah, totally. Totally. Anyways, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, my Lord.
Is this what all you gotta do to make it? Is this all I gotta do to bump my numbers? Help me, agents that is my chat. Let's have a fucking meeting. Be like that Shadow Wolf or whatever. Here's a fucking meeting. Do I need to just start making political takes, attacking a gender, and being like, whoa, I watched this Ewu where someone put a head in a pot. It broke me. Is that all I have to do? Anyway, that X Bounty's been in the chat. We're about ready to go. We're going to take a little break and then come back and actually do some more of the wonderful visual novel. I'm excited. I'm happy. Valentine's over, but it's still in spirit. And I am enjoying it. And we also won't have no screen flickering problems. We've tested it. Discord will not betray me today. My hips are lying. Whoa, you're right. That's okay. We're going on break. The little model can take a break. Hello, me. Weird. Anyway. BRB.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice and sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
Creative Clash is back. Tickets are available down below.
Okay, this wasn't as epic as I thought it was gonna be before I tell you guys whether I'm fighting or not. I want to give some context as to what makes
Creative Clash special to me, and why we have to bring it back, because I've been teasing things like a Creative Clash documentary, and I think I disappointed a lot of people, because you're like, where the fuck is that? Well, I'll get into that. Now this whole thing started with a beef between me and Rice Gum. That sounds a little stupid, but sometimes stupid ideas turn into awesome events. We made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. Thank you to all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and to everyone who supported us over the years. We appreciate you. The theory I had years ago when trying to promote Creator Clash, one is the same theory I have today. I think the single most important element of an influencer boxing event is the mystery component. Obviously you got to have, popular influencers. Maybe it's important to have a little drama, a little beef, but what I think makes influencer boxing interesting at its core is the mystery. Who's gonna train, and what does their particular background contribute to the outcome of the fight at one point? In this video, I do say that I'll eventually make a documentary. We're all getting punched in the head. I'm documenting the whole thing. There will eventually be a docu-boxing about the boxing event. I'm just gonna be real with you. That was the biggest lie I ever told. We made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. Thank you to all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and to everyone who supported us over the years. We appreciate you. I know that people are just gonna use Creator Clash to attack Anissa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We've relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous two events. They're very capable. They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening. Isa and I don't have any financial ties. We don't have any ownership. We are now, I think, just gonna be known as the founders of the event. Yeah, I mean, it had to come to this eventually. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I just didn't want to. I want to be frank. I want to be honest. We've made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. Thank you to all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and to everyone who supported us over
anticipating this event doing well. Like, we wanted to do well enough to pay back the investors, of course. So that's one of the reasons that we were okay with the profit share thing. But another part of it as well is that the contract wasn't structured in a way that the profit share could just directly go to charity. It was told to us like you could just donate your portion of the profit share to charity after the event. So we were like, okay, fine, now. I know some people will find it hard to believe that Anisa and I were just gonna give our portion of the profit share to charity. There's nothing I could really say to, I think, convince them otherwise. It was up to our discretion at the end of the day. And if you don't believe us, I can't say anything that'll change your mind.
We made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. Thank you to all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and to everyone who supported us over the years.
We appreciate you.
We made the difficult decision to cancel Creator Clash. Thank you to all the fighters for their hard work and dedication, and to everyone who supported us over the years.
We appreciate you.
From Gilgamesh to Beowulf to the Odyssey, every time has a story to tell and pass down through history. Ishmael went out searching for whales, and Gatsby longed for acceptance. Tom and Huck went and ran all amok, and we've been talking about them ever since. Long after the people are gone, the stories that represent them still last. The written letter helps us know a little better our ancestors from the past. And we are no different from they. We've all chosen our own story that will now live on, and summarize our current day and represent us now forever in the great beyond. Little girl wanted to be famous so bad, 'cause she had a semi-famous dad. 'Cause he was friends with a murderer who was on TV. Well, she had no TV murder friends like her pop, but she had one that was in the gossip mags a lot. And 'cause her grandfather owned hotels and had made a lot of money, well, that friend blew a guy on videotape, and the news talked about it for 6 weeks straight. And our hero had a plan to get that fame that she so craved. She got the guy who played the brother on that Moesha show, and they filmed themselves going hard as they could go. And we've been paying attention to her for the whole last decade. It was the story of you. It was the story of me. It was the story we choose to pass down through history. It was the story of us and of our time here, what we were about, and the heroes we cheered. It was the story of our time. More dense and rich than any script that Tolstoy ever wrote. The epic would take years to tell, but here are the cliff notes. It started when Kim's mom and dad were celebrating their anniversary. Kim bought them a stripper pole and gave it to them at their party. Then Kim and Chloe went to a shoot for Girls Gone Wild down in Mexico. Their dad found out and followed them so he could tell them no. this man. Nude photos of Courtney come out and she cries again. The mom decides to build a chicken coop. Kim goes and does some sort of calendar shoot. The mom gets real drunk and gets a tattoo. The son wants to model and drop out of school. The dad goes and gets some plastic surgery. Kim goes to Comic-Con for disaster movie. Chloe marries a basketball guy. Courtney's boyfriend gets drunk, so again she cries. The mom tries out to be a cheerleader. They meet a family from Hurricane Katrina. They get a chihuahua and give it back cause it's sick. Courtney and her boyfriend split up cause he is a dick. Then they get back together cause they have a kid. Kim kisses her bodyguard and can't believe what she did. Chloe loses a ring and then starts to cry. Kim marries a totally different basketball guy. The mom has surgery to get bigger breasts. Kim is shocked to find out she has psoriasis. The dad shows off some new earrings that he got. Chloe thinks that she's pregnant, but it turns out she's not. Oprah comes by the house to interview them. Courtney and her boyfriend fight and she cries again. Chloe thinks that she's adopted, does a DNA test. Then Kim starts to date Kanye West. Kim gets scared of a spider that she sees on the ceiling. Jimmy Fallon makes a joke that hurts the dad's feelings. Kim gets pregnant and she gets really big. The mom, for some reason, babysits a pig. The dad tells everyone that now he's a girl. The mom says she feels weird that now the dad is a girl. Chloe gives basketball guy another chance. Kim gets robbed of her jewelry when she visits France. Courtney starts to cry again for some reason, and that's basically what happens in the first 12 seasons. It was the story of you. It was the story of me. We voted with our views on our phones, tablets, and TVs. This was the story of us as we begin our fall. A family of the times and the lessons that they taught us all. If you wanna make it in the world today, sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. If you wanna make it in the world today, sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. If you wanna make it in the world today, sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. You'll never make it if you're hung up on dignity. Sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. You can't expect to just start up at Kanye. Sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. Point your phone at your ass and start stepping away. Sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. Blow your boyfriend and get your mom a videotape. Sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. Be an icon just for not going away. Sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. Make your voice heard even if you're nothing to say. Sometimes you gotta fuck Moesha's brother. We can change this, but we gotta start looking away.
Little child, dry your crying eyes. How can I explain the fear you feel inside? 'Cause you were born undone. All that we destroyed, you must build again. When the children cry, let them know we tried. 'Cause when the children sing, then the new world begins. Little child, you must show the way to a better day for all the young.
None of that now. That's just too sad, you know? Ahem. So, about to get into the fake granddaughter. Don't we all love that? Well, no, not fake granddaughter. Fate Stay Night. And I said, until Scotty was ready to come on and help me, we were gonna do misogynist content. Fuyon really is an A+ member when it comes to fucking fake content. He brought it with the misogynist thing. Really, I shouldn't be here fucking streaming, doing all this stuff, wasting my time doing pixel arts. I should be having babies and I guess fucking just being fucking not driving a van. Well, I agree with that one. But the truth is, we should all just not have children and play Japanese visual novels instead. That's how we can ensure that the next generation will be perfect. 'Cause it won't exist. That's what I say. Well, let's get things set up here. Fate Stay Night, everyone's favorite. That was enough misogyny for the day. Nick Fuentes basically has the same attitude, too. That guy's got something in common with him. Ooh. Scooty, you there?
I had push to talk on.
I hear you now.
Yay!
Okay, make
Hello, people. I'm on top of a computer again.
Seems like your audio's loud on my little mixer here.
Okay.
Yeah, how he spawns out of the PC.
Does this change? I'm using a new microphone. Does this make it? Is this better?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, let me know if I need to crank it up.
Okay, let me... Okay, we're good on
Saber Day.
OBS. Put a Scooty here.
Hooray!
And then I'll share it with you on Discord. Where you go. Last week, I believe we're just gonna, like, start right off where Saber's here. Yeah, they're saying your sound...
And it doesn't flashy.
Yeah, we're ready to go. We're good this time.
No technical issues this time around.
And you get to listen to that hot music.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like the music feels like it outplays a lot of the scenes and just like it has a lot of identity to it. The type of stuff that can turn something iconic, and just looking at still in like JPEGs, I was just like, I don't know, just feels like they really brought it. I like it. Dare I say overkill?
Yeah, it kind of seems like it's almost too good for this visual novel.
Yeah. I like visual novels, and like, not that a visual novel can't be well done. It's just, sometimes that is the thing. There is just an intensity mismatch.
Fate Grand Order kind of has the same problem sometimes. They have these events that like aren't even that they'll repeat whatever. They're just kind of throwaways, but like it has the best music in the games. The random shit that they commissioned from some random person for an event is always the best shit. Okay. Him and Lancer's here too.
Cool.
I think he just ran off.
What voice I gave him? What voice did I give him?
Brooklyn.
Was it in Brooklyn? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, well, I was using that once.
Okay, I think this is you. This is
This is
Shiro.
me? Oh yeah, Shiro fucking Emiya. Let's go. I've heard there's a kind of healing magecraft, but she didn't seem to use anything like that. Just means she can heal herself, no matter how wounded she is. My mind switches gears. I shouldn't be gawking at her. This girl is unbelievable, and I absolutely should not let my guard down around her until I know who she is and what's going on.
That's right. Steal your wallet.
Yeah. Who the hell are you? I take half a step back as I ask the question.
What do you mean? I am Saber, a servant. You are the one who called me here, so you needn't ask. Let me take out my bird hands and let you know you don't need to ask any questions here, Shiro Emiya.
Saber? Servant? What the heck is going on around here?
Yes, so please address me as Saber. Good, I'm glad that you figured this out. Thank you. I'm the King of England, wait, no, that's not true.
She says it so casually.
Indeed I did.
There's a touch of contempt in her tone, but it remains mostly gentle, and hearing her face makes my head go blank. What? Why the hell am I getting agitated? I see, that's a weird name. I cover my burning face with a hand and respond stupidly, but I honestly don't know what else to say. Besides, how else would she respond would I just ask her what the hell she is? And it'd be rude for me not to respond. Honestly, I just don't want to get in trouble with HR again. HR for the entire city of, what's
Fuyuki.
Fuyuki. I'm Shiro. My name is Shiro Emiya, and I live here.
Emiya. Oops. Ah. I'm using my controller, actually.
There's something wrong with me. I'm saying the dumbest things.
Yeah, like your name.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Should have said I had a cooler name. Like Brent. Or Marcos. But no, I used my stupid real name. But well, she didn't give me her name, so it's only polite that I give mine. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, her legal name's Saber. What is she, Denims? We've talked about that. That makes me so mad.
That's the same thing.
That makes me so mad.
It's the same thing. Your name is Arthur Pendragon, and you chose to go by Saber?
Meanwhile, fucking Alexandria Saber chooses to go by Denims. That is her legal
never get over
name,
that.
is Alexandria Saber. I'm sorry, that is so much more badass than fucking denims. Anyway.
Don't you know that some butch ladies can wear denim jackets and then be so empowered? I don't even. Is that the type of denims that it is? I don't get the name.
Yeah. Saber, though.
Yes.
I am gonna save. It's the polite thing to do.
You gotta be chivalrous. I know I'm confused, but it's still important to remain rational no matter who I'm dealing with. The girl, Saber, just keeps watching me in my confusion. She moves not an inch. Forget all that. That's not what I was asking. It's that.
I know very well that you are not a typical master. You're one with a name. Yet you are still my master. As long as we have formed a contract, I will not betray you. You need not be on your guard around me.
I hear her, but I couldn't be more lost. She's telling me to calm the fuck down? What does that mean? What you women in your mind games? The only thing standing out to me is that she keeps referring to me as master. You've got it wrong. My name's not Master. I don't have a dumb name like you.
Very well, then. I will call you Shiro. Yes, I like that better anyway.
That your opinion has much to do with anything, bitch.
Whoa! Did you the person from the video
No.
I just watched?
Sorry, I was watching YouTube videos on the way here. Just kind of slipped. When she said my name, I thought my face might actually burst into flames. Shiro was not this hot on her in any of the other routes. Like, not even close. But that's not something that, how would that be different in the different routes? Just like, oh, not quite this time around? Isn't it a bit more... You go.
I think it just has something to do with fucking whether she fights Archer or not, whether Archer gets injured or not, like, because that is kind of what differs in the events that lead to the routes here, is the using of a command seal, or the not, I don't know. But yeah, he's not this hot on her in the other two routes at all. This is
it feels like those are strange things that would completely change, like, the attraction level, but maybe there's something I'm not getting.
I keep doing this snow.
Wait, why would you choose to address me that?
Uh-oh. Ouch.
A strange sensation tingles through my left hand. It's hot. Back of my hand is burning. A strange pattern appears on the back of my left hand, like a tattoo.
Ooh, if you had parents that were alive, they'd be so mad at you.
But now I have a mansion all to myself and my offer pills teacher. What?
Those are called command spells, Shiro. They are 3 spells which command a servant's obedience. They are to make sure I don't pop off and do retail therapy. You see, I watched a YouTube video that said a woman needs a man's guidance. And that's how the Grail War got created. To fix society, you see, I explained 6 hours later. They are Master's very life, so please use them carefully.
On you?
Shiro, please heal me.
Her tone is cold now. It seems she's not focused on me, but there's something elsewhere. Wait, are you asking me? Sorry, but I don't know how to use complicated magecraft like that. And you're already healed anyway. She frowns. I feel like I've said something that disappoints her.
Look, fucking Shiro can read minds.
Because... Bad representation, Shiro.
Then I shall face them as is. My regeneration has only repaired the superficial damage. But one more battle shouldn't affect me.
One more battle? What do you mean?
There are 2 enemies outside. From what I can sense, I am sure I can defeat them in a few seconds. Start the time now. 1.
Saber leaps over the wall effortlessly.
2.
Just like Lancer, she makes it look easy.
6.
She also didn't look like she was trying very hard. And now it looks like I'm just alone in the yard. Enemies outside? What could she mean? I realize what she means as soon as I say it. Wait, are you gonna keep fighting? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Move without thinking. As fast as I can toward the gate.
Aha!
Ah, I reach the gate, unlock it with my trembling fingers, and jump out. Saber, are you here? I strain to see in the darkness. The clouds have completely obscured the moon, leaving it pitch dark. Now of all times. But I hear something nearby. There! I run to an empty pathway. It all happens in an instant. I see a familiar man in red and is saber fighting. Saber rushes him and breaks through his guard in a single sweep.
Uh-oh, getting his ass beat.
Uh-oh. She easily cuts at the man in red.
So that sound is Rin then calling him back in her Pokeball.
Oh no. Saber raises her arm, ready to. But before she's able to take his head, an incredibly powerful magecraft causes him to vanish. Saber doesn't stop. She dashes right at the person standing behind the man in red.
I'll kill this harlot, Master.
And effortlessly negates the point of the, oh no, who knows? The potent magecraft they unleashed.
Master, that woman is showing off her ankles. In public.
No! I knew she was strong, but this is just unreal. That was a sort of intervention magecraft way beyond anything I'm capable of. Did I mention I suck yet?
I really am shocked by the amount of fucking magecraft Shiro can sense and knows about for someone who doesn't know anything about it and wasn't trained with it. But I am very confused on this, actually.
Well, something magic circuits. My old man must have been able to cast something with a bit of weight to it. But I'm not sure if even a first-rate mage could cast something so powerful at the drop of a hat like that. Even so, Saber nullifies the magecraft as if it were nothing. The enemy must be a mage, which means the match's outcome is decided. The mage's attack doesn't work on Saber, and Saber drives at them mercilessly. The mage falls backwards with a thud. The enemy miraculously dodges Saber's attack, but then they can't move anymore. Saber corners the enemy and her invisible sword and levels her invisible sword at them. My mind freezes. Maybe it's a momentary glimmer of moonlight. But I see then that Saber is attacking a human. I can't tell who it is specifically, but the image of Saber killing someone, their blood staining her hands, suddenly fills my mind. Ew! Don't do that. Saber moves in. She's going to slit open their throat with that invisible sword.
Calm down, Saber. God.
Or stop! I scream as loud as I can. Her blades stop cold. It probably is best for my sanity that I can't see her sword. It's probably some of that Eldritchian shit. The tip of that invisible sword isn't wet, but with her opponent's blood just yet. Stop! I beg you, Saber. I glare at her as I speak. Oh wait, that's the other guy.
Yeah, Shiro's asking her. Like I said, Archer's not there, it's Rin.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm going to stop her. I need to prepare myself and give everything I've got to do so.
Why are you stopping me, Shiro? She's Archer's master. I must put an end to her here and now. She's got that magic gym magic. You can't have that.
No, Saber has absolutely no intention of stopping. She just hates bejeweled stuff that much. She only stopped because I told her to, but she still holds her sword at the ready. I'm telling you, wait. You keep calling me master, but I still don't understand what's going on. If you're going to address me that way, then wouldn't it be right to explain yourself first?
You didn't want to be called that no more, though. The fuck, now you're using it? Okay.
Playing the master card already.
Yeah, fucking already, goddamn. Yeah, look, that's the look you deserve. This fucking rules for thee and not for me bullshit.
Saber doesn't answer. She just stands there, staring at me. We're going about this wrong, Saber. I don't even know who you are. But I'll listen if you tell me, so please don't do this. Saber is silent. She still holds her sword to her opponent, stares at me, her lips downturned in dissatisfaction.
What do you mean, don't do this? You know, kill this teenager. You have a problem with that, Shiro?
I mean, I didn't think killing teenagers was part of the game. I don't really like this game. This is you.
Is this an expression of your idealistic belief that people should not needlessly harm another? What a silly idealistic belief.
I'm that easy to read, huh? Don't needlessly harm another. Well, yeah, it's better to avoid conflict as much as possible, but I'm not so soft-hearted as to feel sorry for someone who's attacking me.
So you were saying that nobody should take the life of another, even they be an enemy, correct? I will not obey such an order. One's enemies must be defeated, especially my bastard son-daughter, Mordred, who stabbed me in the gut and killed me. You should especially kill those enemies with their blood. If you wish to stop me, then use your command spell to order me. Like you've seen in Unlimited Blade Works Abridged, the command seal gets used. I don't know if it does here. He still has 3.
Huh? I'm talking about you. A girl shouldn't go swinging swords around. Who do you think you are? Especially if she's already hurt. She needs to go to the kitchen and make me a damn sandwich.
Whoa!
Sorry, podcast jumping out again.
But actually, though, what is Artoria's reaction to misogyny? Because she pretended to be a man, and it's also the medieval ages, you know? So, like, she probably actually doesn't bat an eyebrow at any of the shit you just said. Except for when it's her, because she is the king.
Wait, I don't even know if that's a sword to begin with. Anyway, you shouldn't be doing this.
Whoa. Tell me what to do?
In that moment, Saber's mouth falls open in stunned silence. I don't know how much time passes with her just standing there like that. So I'm wondering when Saber here is going to lower her sword.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm wondering when Saber here is going to lower her sword.
The person who had fallen to the ground speaks up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that.
Saber instinctively grips her sword.
Give it up. I would never lower my sword in the face of an enemy, especially one dressed like that in a skirt that short, harlot. Even though your master is telling you to? Is that so? I didn't know servants, especially sabers, defied their masters.
Saber grits her teeth. But she lowers her sword, loosening her grip a bit.
She took that shit from Rin, dude.
Today wasn't the day. She must have put her sword away or something, because she seems suddenly much less hostile.
Okay, so I can stand up now, right?
Whoever it was that's been on the ground finally stands. They act brazen as they pat the dirt from their bottom.
Now, if we recall, Shiro is like, yeah, he's into Saber in this route, but we know he's like super into Rin. Like, so into her that he wants no contact with her into her. Because he's afraid he will mess up, I guess.
Makes sense. Wait a minute. That's... You're Tohsaka! No!
Yes. Good evening, Emiya.
Rin Tohsaka replies with the biggest smile on her face. This is unbelievable. I don't know what to think anymore. The way she greets me so casually makes me question whether everything that happened was even real. It was all just a prank, bro. Well, so you were the ones who cast the Magecraft earlier, which makes you
a mage? Well, we're pretty much the same, so I guess there's no sense hiding it anymore.
Hearing her be so blunt about it makes me feel like I'm the idiot here.
Anyway, let's talk inside. I bet you have no clue what's going on. Right, Emiya?
As she says that, she walks towards the entrance to my house.
She's just letting herself in.
Yeah, pretty much. Wait, Tohsaka! What the hell are you thinking? You're supposed to knock first, but I'm not inside! Tohsaka turned around. Her smile has changed into something completely different.
Don't be silly. I'm thinking about a lot of things, and that's why I'm offering to talk. Emiya, I know you're surprised by all the things that just happened. But sometimes you have to accept certain things, or you'll wind up dead. This, by the way, is one of those times.
She glares at me, and I can see actual animosity in her eyes.
I'm glad you understand. Now let's get inside.
Tohsaka walks through the gate.
I've been wanting to get a look at this property for quite a while now.
You're not gonna sell me my own house, Tohsaka. I keep telling you.
I've considered listing it on the market. Oh no, there's other buyers.
We seem really pissed. Well, I don't blame her. Just a moment ago, she had a sword pointed at it, and she was about to die. But still, maybe it's just my imagination, but I think the Tohsaka at school and the one I see right now are completely different people.
Doppelganger.
My theory about what's going on here: everybody has a shadow version of themselves that they have to defeat, but they actually have to accept that they're the same person. This is what I'm betting.
Whoa, do we have to go to like a world with fog and shit and defeat fucking Shadow?
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be a cool game.
Yeah, totally. Fuck this Grail War. I'm gonna make that shit. It's just weird as hell. Rin Tohsaka, the most popular girl in school, the girl I admire, is walking in front of me. While a blonde girl named Saber, who calls herself a servant, is silently following behind me.
Boy's got a mansion and 2 fucking bitches already.
What's going on? What the heck is going on around here? Why won't anyone explain things? We weren't able to explain it outside. We have to go inside to talk about it. I'm sure it's gonna be... The hallway feels like it's in a different dimension. I can't stay a coward forever.
Well, bro, you like already died in a hallway once. I understand having some hallway issues. Shiro has the opposite of the power in the hallway.
Compared to Matt Murdock.
Yeah,
Matt Murdock is twice as strong if he's in a hallway.
Yeah, you know, Daredevil and most of the Netflix Marvel shows, they all got the power of the hallway. They mysteriously have the power to take on like 22 people as long as they've got the power of the hallway where they can grab pipes out of the wall and throw filing cabinets and shit. Now, Shiro Emiya, it's quite the opposite. Instead, he just gets insecurity. That's it.
I may still be in training, but I'm still a mage. Not a real one. But I'll explain to you about every way that I'm not a real one, because I'm such a beginner. Tohsaka, who apparently is a fellow mage, is as bold as brass, so I have to hold my ground too, or else I'll look stupid in front of the girl. Tough, I can't really think of anything all that significant here. Like, Saber still following me. She keeps calling me master, and we formed some sort of contract, which probably makes her a kind of familiar. I've heard of familiar. Okay, here we go. Wikipedia time. I've heard a familiar is an assistant mage's use.
Oh. So Saber's like your fucking secretary and keeps your appointments, and I see.
It's good to me. Most mages transfer a part of their own body into something else, then use it as their double. But typically, they're small animals. Things like cats and dogs are just easier to control. Some mages do use humans, but to do that they need an incredible amount of magical energy. They constantly feed into the human to control them. Doing that would require the mage to use over half of their own magical energy just to sustain the familiar, though. I'm glad I'm running all these hypotheticals in my head while I'm going down this important hallway. So it's not exactly efficient.
Well, it's a Wikipedia article, like you said.
Familiars are supposed to be tools to help mages. Are we sure we don't want to get Da Vinci or Dr. Roman in here to do this?
Wait, what? Who? Who? You don't say that here.
I can't. Okay. Which is why they usually use small animals who can be controlled with minimal effort so they aren't a burden. Once again, I mean, it's not talking circles, please. At least that's what I was taught, but it turns out that it's different than I was taught.
Is something the matter, Shiro?
You know, me being taught when I wasn't taught. I'm out. No, nothing.
Okay. This hallway seems to make you nervous or something, so just checking.
Don't have any hallway issues, okay?
So so she's here to make you a sandwich, right? So she's doing that now. The girl in red, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Saber obviously looks human, and she's clearly superior to her master, that is, me. I don't have enough magical energy to restrain someone, let alone the magic circuits to control familiars in the first place. Which means Saber is nothing like a familiar.
I'm a woman, actually.
Well, I just want to say there's nothing too familiar about the female anatomy to me. She called herself a servant. I don't know what she is, but that man named Lancer, the man in red, Tohsaka has in tow are probably the same. Which means Tohsaka can also be called a master. I've already seen enough of her magecraft skills. I'm less than a fledgling, but based on what I've seen, Tohsaka is probably worth 3 mages. Though there's not really much sense comparing any mage to someone like me, who can only do strengthening. what's clear is that Rin Tohsaka is an exceptional mage, and I'm not.
Are you talking me up, Emiya? Thank you. I'm so great.
Yeah, I noticed that no one else does that, so...
Thank you.
Just filling that void. In spiritually strong lands, there are mage family lines which oversee a given area. The Emiya family came to the Kiritsugu's generation, so our family is essentially outsiders.
That's right. Get out.
That's why I didn't know Tohsaka came from a family of mages, and I don't think Tohsaka knew I came from one either. There are several mages in this town that I don't know about. That Lancer guy is in another mage's family too. That means I've gotten myself in the middle of some sort of fight between mages. Maybe that's why they were fighting each other. The mages. I think this is all starting to connect.
Wow. This place is... Sorry. You know, the spirit of fucking Jay Kaiser possesses me every time. No matter who we're voicing or what the subject matter is. It just... He's like... Control-deleted every reaction to the word wow, every voice that can say wow. All I hear is... Wow! This place is roomier than expected. In the Japanese style, this room is unique. Oh, Emiya, is this a sitting room?
Yes? I should really stop thinking for now.
Please do that forever and let me do everything.
Sounds good to me. Now's the time I pay attention to what Tohsaka has to say. She gave me these lines to read.
Yes, this always works out when Archer does it.
Are you sure this is what my character would say? Feels kind of, OC. On the lights. It's already past 1 in the morning.
Whoa, it's so cold here. Hey, all the windows are broken.
That's not my fault. The Lancer guy attacked me. I didn't even have time to worry about the windows.
Well, you're the gosh diggity darn homeowner. I see.
I died once.
See, you were fighting that guy all by yourself until you summoned Saber?
I'd say it was more of a punching bag than an opponent, really.
Huh? So you don't try to act all tough, I see. So you really are exactly as I thought.
I don't know what's so amusing to her, but Tohsaka walks over to the broken window. Tohsaka picks up a broken piece of glass. She stares at it for a second.
They ain't saying she's a gold digger. Shrin.
She gets her fingertip and lets a single drop of blood fall onto the window. What kind of magecraft is that? She shattered the window. Now the shattered window begins to reassemble itself, returning to its original, undamaged state in mere seconds.
Look, she didn't make that sandwich, but she, like, fixed the window. Did home repair.
Make me a sandwich, I hungry. Tohsaka, what did you just do? You ruined my door. I bought it that way.
Just a little demonstration. It's not really a fit thank you for saving me back there, but I figure I should at least be gracious.
Well, I'm sure you would have fixed it without my help, since doing it this way is just a waste of magical energy. I know you could have just replaced the windows, but I'd rather not to talk in the cold.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, that was you.
She says all this like it's a normal thing.
Her skills are just beyond my comprehension. That's amazing, Tohsaka. I can't do anything like that, so I appreciate you fixing it.
What? You can't do this. No, that can't be right. Handling glass is one of the most basic skills. Fixing broken glass is like an entrance exam for any school.
Is it now? I only knew what my old man taught me, so I don't really know what you consider the basics. I only learned everything I knew from the teacher who taught it to me.
Huh?
Tohsaka stops abruptly. Crap, sounds like I said something I shouldn't have.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you're not even a full-fledged mage with his own workshop to manage? You
Are you? Do you have a workshop?
Are you yes. I have my own European mansion, thank you. But,
oh yeah, that's true.
So what you're telling me is you somehow can't juggle going to school, managing this mansion and estate, feeding yourself and Sakura, doing Taiga, and doing your extracurricular activity when you did that, on top of having like 2 different jobs, and you're telling me you haven't had time to work on your magecraft workshop? Actually, he has. That's what his training in the shed is. It's a shed. Shiro's a busy boy. Hi.
Hello.
Like, I am just saying, it surprises me that I feel like I'm the only woman who's, like, actually into Fate. Because I think Shiro is, like, the most well-rounded boy in all of anime and the hardest worker. Everyone else is kind of a worthless fuckboy. Gonna be honest. In all animes. That's my hot take.
I do like the way he's written better than a lot of anime protags.
Oh, well,
I don't have a workshop.
If we ever get through all these routes and you know all the lore, well, there's always Anime Saturday, but fucking Prisma Ilya, Oath Under Snow is actually my favorite Shiro Emiya. Anyway.
Well, I actually have used the shed for trading, but I don't think I'd call that a workshop. But I think calling that a workshop would make Tohsaka angrier.
I don't know why. Hers is just a basement. Wait, don't tell me. Do you not know how to handle the 5 great elements or make a magical path?
Just nod.
I
make a really good gingerbread house, though.
I understand Rin Tohsaka on a spiritual level. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa, that's terrifying. Beautiful as she is, she gets intense when she goes quiet. Can you stop glazing every girl you talk to? Like, have 1 or 2 tops.
Yeah, but this is Rin Tohsaka.
I get it, just pick one.
The game just started. Pick one already?
No, I'm just saying stop thirsting after every single one and having to have that be part of the internal. Pump the brakes a little, that's all. I think that's you.
I'm beginning to think this is a fucking 2004 visual novel on your Zoomer sensitivities. It's what's happening here. Anyway, so you're what?
Am I a Zoomer or a millennial? You keep going back and forth on this.
I'm just saying, like, this is like the Gooner stuff for a whole different sect of people, you know? And you're out here like, do we need any more of this? You know what I mean? So,
I keep forgetting it's a Gooner thing because nothing's happened yet.
so you're what? A complete amateur?
Not exactly, no. I can do some strengthening magecraft.
Strengthen? Kind of a useless skill if you ask me. So you don't know anything else?
Tohsaka just stares at me. Honestly, probably not. I tried doing the anal insertion spell and that didn't work out too great. And maybe just give me another month and I'll be able to master it. Her stare is so intense, but I can't help but be vague in my answer.
I just don't get how the likes of him wound up summoning Saber.
She sighs, disappointed. I don't much care for that.
Whoa, opinions?
I would much care for, hey, look behind you. It's the kitchen. Why don't we go over there? Let me show you around. It's not like I've been playing around here. Sure, I'm not a full-fledged mage, but that's not the issue here.
That's really has been the plot, is Shiro getting all these women to like make him sandwiches in his kitchen. You seen the Heaven's Feel movie? That is exactly what he got. Fine. What's done is done, so there's no sense complaining now. More importantly, I owe you and need to pay you back.
Tohsaka takes a breath.
So let's begin. Let me start by asking, do you really not know anything about the position you're in here?
I nod.
Oh, I get a woman explain it to you with my bird hands. I knew it. It was pretty obvious, but I just wanted to check. It would be a waste of time if I explain all this to someone who knew everything, like a bit of extra mental flab. The context of the stories probably already explained it to the audience, but I'm here to explain it a third time, though, actually, so lol.
That was a really weird way to put that, but I feel like if I get smart with her, she'll smack me.
Let me get straight to the point. Emiya, you've been selected as a master. You see those sacred marks on your hand? They vary from person to person, but they're typically on the back of your hand or arm, and there should be 3 strokes of a command spells engraved there. They're the mark that proves you are a master.
Look at my hand. Oh, you mean this random magic tattoo that literally just happened?
Yes.
Are you saying that it has some sort of magical property? Wait, is magic real?
Right. Take good care of it, since those are spells that control servants. They're called command...
What are servants?
I'm getting to that. They're called command spells.
What are command spells?
I'm not on that Wikipedia article yet. They're called command spells. And as long as you have them, you can give orders to your servant. Click enter.
Just one question.
Yes, Emiya.
What's a servant?
A servant is a familiar that you summoned.
Familiar?
Familiar to you, like Saber. You know her. There, you figured it out.
Saber, got it. What is
Saber
her name? Like
is
Saber,
servant.
what does that mean?
Servant is Saber.
I don't understand what the heck's going on here, honestly. All of this is so crazy. What do you mean?
Command spells are absolute orders. You might have already figured out that servants have free will. Those engravings in your hand overrule their will and force them to obey. There's no need to chant any kind of incantation. They activate when you think about using them. But each time you use one, you'll lose a stroke. to try to keep yourself to only using 2. Please limit your strokes around me, Shiro Emiya. Anyway, just be careful. I'm pretty sure you'll die the moment you run out of command spells.
I'm gonna die? I have time to go to my second job.
Yeah, huh? Masters defeating masters is pretty much how a Holy Grail war goes. And the master who defeats the other 6 is rewarded with the Holy Grail.
What? Holy Grail? Masters? Servants? Hold on a second. Pump the brakes a little bit more. I don't understand what the hell Tohsaka is saying. Holy Grail War? What is that? Masters defeating masters? And magic is real? And they're granted by the Holy Grail. And is the Holy Grail the Holy Grail? Or just a Holy Grail? And when will Ross and Rachel get back together?
I don't watch that show, Emiya. Still don't get it? Look, you've basically been dragged into a game. I mean, yeah, basically. It's called the Holy Grail War, and it's a battle between 7 masters. It's a fight between mages that won't end until only one master remains. Me.
Tohsaka talks about this like it's the most normal thing in the world. Everything she says swirls around in my head. I was chosen as a master. Whatever that is. Tohsaka claims to be a master. Whatever that is. Familiars called servants that aren't familiars but are servants and sabers. And the Holy Grail War, a battle to the death between 7 mages. I don't even know what mages are. Okay, wait, hold on. What the hell are you talking about? Hold the phone, says Shiro fucking Emiya.
The one who does magic in his shack. I understand your confusion, but I'm only telling you the truth here. And I'm sure you understand deep down that you're in no position to run away from all this, since you've nearly been killed by a servant not once, but twice.
I'd say cash out while you're ahead. I don't know about that. Ooh, that Lancer guy nearly did kill me. But I'm still here, aren't I?
For now. Alright, you weren't almost killed. You were killed. I'm impressed you managed to come back from that. I wonder what wonderful person, the greatest person on Earth, must have revived you. The most skilled mage, I'm sure.
Tohsaka's comment is the final nail in the coffin. I really don't know what's happening. She's absolutely right. That guy killed me. I died. There was no chance for me to talk him out of it, nor convince him otherwise, or even change his mind. And I was only there to die. That's why. Me backing up this incomprehensible deathmatch doesn't mean the others will do the same.
Get it? Okay, I'm gonna tell you a bit more. I don't know why there's a Holy Grail War in the first place. But what I do know is that every few decades, 7 masters are selected, and they are given servants. I'm also one of the chosen masters. That's why I formed a contract with a servant. and you formed one with Saber. Would you like to trade? Kinda like that guy did with the Butterfree and the Raticate in Pokemon. Do you remember that episode, Emiya?
Yeah, that would have been a really bad trade.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, like, Raticate can get the Hyper Fang.
Well, yeah, but then you won't have someone to go around and fly you around as early. You gotta have fast travel.
Butterfree couldn't fly.
Yeah, I think she could. My Butterfree always dies during Nuzlocks. She can never make it through.
And as masters, we need to work with our servants to get rid of other masters.
Tohsaka explains things matter-of-factly, but it feels totally unreal to me. One thing she mentioned raises a question. Is magic actually real?
Good question, Emiya. They say if you believe in magic, in a young girl's heart, which is what I am, and I believe in it, therefore it's real. Wait. Oh, that's you.
You say Saber's a familiar, but I don't think she is.
You believe she's a real girl?
Yeah. Familiars usually are like cats or birds. Sure, there are some folks who use ghosts, but Saber has a physical body. Well, she doesn't look like a familiar. She doesn't look familiar to me.
Rather familiar than furry, Emiya.
Glance over at Saber. She's been quiet the whole time.
I
think she's running low on batteries. Gotta plug her into the jack.
I just don't understand. He said he was bringing that woman here to make her make a sandwich, just like they did in the medieval days, and yet she's talking with words, but yet she doesn't wear a crown. I don't understand.
I don't know. I think it's the same problem. This game doesn't seem particularly realistic.
This is just what Saber's thinking to herself.
Saber looks completely human to me. I don't know who she is, but she looks to be a girl about the same age as me. Really?
A familiar? Well, servants might be in that category, but they're on a different level. See, that girl over there is a ghost liner, considered to be one of the strongest of all familiars.
A ghost liner? So does that mean she really is a ghost? And ghosts are real? Did Ghostbusters actually happen?
The spirit of a human, someone who died long ago. The residual thoughts of a person of exceptional ability who remains in this world even after their death. That doesn't make sense. Ghosts don't possess a physical body. Ghosts can only hurt other ghosts. Is that how that works? That's not how that works in Pokemon.
It's a weird rock, paper, scissors type tree advantage triangle thing.
Okay, I'm letting you take it back.
So how could I, who possesses a body, be killed by a spirit? Everybody knows only ghosts can hit ghosts. That or the dark type moves, but that doesn't happen in Gen 1, so it's not exactly real.
A ghost? Well, they are similar, but Saber will kill you if you keep thinking like that. Servants are incarnated heroes of the past, so they're kind of spirit well beyond humans.
Huh? Incarnated heroes from the past? What does that mean?
You know when you go to Emiya, you know when you go to Hot Topic and they have that blind bag area where you get like a random thing? It's kind of like that, but with heroes.
I just don't even know what's the textbook definition.
That's right. Whether they're from history or the modern world, these spirits of the dead, legendary heroes are summoned and materialize here. Has anyone ever summoned anyone from the modern world?
Can you get JD Vance as a servant?
Yeah, can you fucking summon? I don't know how that works.
I haven't seen that ever happen, but it's because it's just inconvenient. Would it be a copy of them because it's based off of their legend? Or would you just, if they're still around, would you yoink them from wherever they are? It's like
Yes,
you got
you
someone
would
for a poke battle.
You would yoink them from their peak. Well, the role of a master is just to summon them, and the Holy Grail is what helps with the materialization. There's no way a mere mage could give spirits forms, so we rely on a powerful artifact.
Wait a minute, are you saying that a hero from the past is what? Look at Saber. So she's a hero of the past too? I didn't get anything that she was like an action-related person by all the fighting and crazy armor she had. I thought that this person materialized out of nowhere and talked old-timey all the time. And I thought that was the normal thing. But she's some weird magic stuff? Whoa! I'm sure nobody dresses in the modern era like that, but still. It's impossible. I've never heard of magecraft like that. Magic isn't real.
Of course not. This isn't magecraft. Just think of it as a phenomenon brought by the Holy Grail. Otherwise, there's no way a soul could be recreated and actualized.
A recreation of a soul? Does that mean these servants are different than phantoms? Isn't that human transmutation against the laws?
Not in this universe. Nope. Once again, whether that be humans, an animal, or even machinery, achieve something great. They are removed from the cycle of reincarnation and I've never seen that one. Sublimated into something with a higher rank. Didn't you even learn about that? Did you not learn about that in Hogwarts? I guess you didn't get your letter. I guess you're uneducated truly.
What? Hogwarts? Psycho Mantis?
You seem to have missed a lot of classes.
What even is the Pythagorean theorem?
None of your business. You're not
Algebra.
a mage. You're not a true mage. You can't know that.
World War II?
What?
The Civil War? This is what he was like in every single class. Every time it's like, we're going to be learning about the Civil War today. What's the Civil War? I'm glad you asked. Well, back after the colonial stuff. Like, what's the colonial?
That's
you
what
can't run a classroom with Shiroemio in it. We'll be there forever.
That's what heroic spirits are. Broke losers. Put another way, they're kind of like pseudo-gods who are all worshipped in some way or another. Except my servant. I think he was a loser. Seances, mediums, and other common magecraft that deals with spirits. Just borrow some of the spirit's power to perform miracles. But servants are heroic spirits themselves, used as familiars. That's why they typically accompany you in spirit form, but materialize when it's time to fight if they're needed, like a Pokeball. But the truth is, heroic spirits are servants, servants are familiars, and familiars can be heroic spirits. That's the Pythagorean theorem that they don't want to teach you in public school, Shiro.
I understand personal finance now.
You're welcome.
So they can switch between spirit form and being corporeal. Now you gotta say, now he gets it.
Yeah, like Archer is literally in the Pokeball right now, is my understanding of this.
I don't see your servant right now, so does that mean that he's in spirit form?
He has a lot to say about you, but yes, he's in spirit form. No, he's healing his wound in my compound summoning circle right now, the Poke Center. Remember, Saber wounded him earlier. If I'd made him withdraw even a heartbeat later, that blow could have annihilated him. 1 KO'd, 6 0'd, and I just started the tournament. That would have been fucked, Shiro. I'm glad it didn't go that way. Listen, only servants in spirit form can defeat other servants in spirit form. We can attack them when they're materialized, so we might be able to defeat them like that. But you've noticed all servants are monstrously strong, right? That's why we should leave the monsters to deal with the monsters, while the masters hang back and serve as support. Ooh, you like that? You gotta help a woman. She's the one doing the fighting. She's the Pokemon.
No one's making me a sandwich, and I'm getting hungry.
This is true. No one is making him a sandwich. Saber's got to be like doubly confused now.
I don't even feel safe walking past Rin Tohsaka right now. She's guarding the kitchen with her life. Tosaka's explanation ticks me off.
Yeah, see? You're just... Poor Shiro.
I'm just thinking of something stupid. I don't know what the other servants are like, but calling servants monsters doesn't feel like a fair description of Sable. Little Sable being the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I'm gonna be reading all his lines now.
Anyway, humans who become masters use their summoned servant to defeat the other masters. Did you at least get that much?
In theory, yeah, but I'm still not convinced.
What does that mean?
Show me proof magic is real.
I have to show you
right now.
I have to show you proof that we're gonna kill each other.
First of all, what kind of sick mind thought to do this in the first place?
That I don't know, nor could I answer even if I did. That sort of question should go to the person overseeing the Holy Grail War. The only thing I can tell you is that you don't really have a choice but to fight, and use your servant as well, because they're powerful.
Tohsaka says that. She turns to Saber.
Saber, after talking to Emiya, it looks like you're not in your complete form. You're incomplete since you were summoned by an apprentice mage who has no idea what it means to be a master, a complete loser, a cuck, an Ian Jomha. Yes, you are correct that I am not in my complete form. You have not completed making a sandwich yet, so what do you know of it? Shiro does not have enough magical energy to fully materialize me, which means reverting to spirit form and replenishing magical energy are difficult. I'm surprised. Your situation's worse than I expected, and I didn't think you'd be so honest with me about it. Also, you are a woman warrior. Why do you expect me to make a sandwich for Shiro? That's kinda weird. Why are you setting feminism back, fellow woman? I was actually just kinda subtly trying to find out your weaknesses. Is this it? I am reluctant to reveal my weakness to an enemy, but I also do not think I can deceive you. There's no point in hiding our situation from you. As much as we are better off, if you know our circumstances and give Shiro a better understanding of the situation. Exactly. How very insightful of you. I still can't believe it. If only I was Saber's master. I would have as good as won this thing. But I got lame Archer.
Tohsaka, are you saying that I'm not fit to be your master?
Yes.
Are you saying that I'm not good at being... Where did this... Wow, out of left field.
I don't think you're that good of a mage, Shiro.
Also not that good at reading a room, I've been told.
Obviously not, you frickin' sham. Whoa, Rin.
Sham, whoa. Anyone with a heart might have softened that blow a bit. She's being mean at me. I'm gonna have to call the police on her.
What? Do you have more questions about this supernatural fight between spirits?
But she doesn't realize how hurtful her words are. She doesn't know the disrespect she gives.
Whoa, look at this!
Image of her is a perfect honor student as slowly crumbles. What?
What, because she knows more? Yeah, oh my god, the image of her as a perfect honor student ruined.
It's kind of weird, Shiro. Issei was sure right about her. She's fiendishly relentless.
Okay, now that we're at a good spot, let's get going.
Tohsaka announces this curtly. But it's kind of weird. What? Go where?
I told you. We're gonna see the guy who knows all about the game. The Holy Grail War you got roped into. You want to know why it happens, right? You really want to know the TOS?
Yeah, of course I want to know the TOS, but where are we going? It's already late, and if it's too far...
It's fine. He's just in the next town over. Dan Clancy said it's okay. That we can get back home before dawn. Plus tomorrow's Sunday, so it doesn't matter if we're up late.
That's not the issue here. So much has happened today, and I'm utterly exhausted. I just want to rest and organize my thoughts.
What? You don't want to go? Fine by me, but what about you, Saber?
For some reason, Tohsaka's asking for Saber's opinion.
Saber didn't
Why would she want to know a woman's opinion?
Yeah, Saber
I'm the man here.
Saber didn't answer because she doesn't know why Rin thinks she has. Like I said, that would just be the fucking... Because they were really trying to make Saber, like, you are male, you are the king. King actually knows no gender, but, like, be a male. So it's just, like, fucking the most sexist person ever while being a... I'm sure there's a misogynist waifu in some Japanese something.
Sounds fun. It's like an Uncle Ruckus. Wait, Saber's got nothing to do with this. Don't push her.
Yeah, don't get bullied by Tohsaka, Saber. Oh, already acting like a master, are we? You don't like me talking to Saber.
That's not it. It's just that everything you said and this whole thing is true, then that would mean Saber's a hero from the past. That means she wouldn't know anything about the modern era.
Oh, that explains the sandwich thing. You're right.
Yeah, it's very relevant to what we were just talking about, I swear. Not just setting you up to give more exposition about how the world and its mechanics work.
Shiro, you are incorrect. Servants can adapt to any time as long as they were summoned in a human world, so I am very aware of this age.
You are? Really? Do a dab right now. Prove it.
Of course. This is not the first time I've done the dab, after all. I did it when I got summoned to a high school graduation in the 2014. That was when it was cool, right? No.
Yeah. I think it was born to be passé.
That was...
I don't think it was ever in.
Well, I do recall what the fox said. I have been summoned to this age. This is not the first time I've been summoned to this age. What? Seriously, what are the odds?
Oh hey, Tohsaka is surprised too. That must mean Saber said at least something somewhat unusual.
Shiro, I agree with her. You lack knowledge as master. As your contracted servant, I would prefer that you be stronger. Ooh.
Saber silently stares at me.
Like, do you even lift?
I high jump.
That is true.
The look on her face tells me she's saying this for my sake, not just for her own safety. Guess I have to go, don't I? So where is this place, Tohsaka? We can still get back here from there, right?
Of course we can. Our destination is Kodamine Church, just in the next town. That's where the sham priest, no, not the man who made the sham wow, actual sham priest, the one who oversees this whole battle lives. His dad oversaw the last Holy Grail War, and there is reports that he might have been a part of a cheating scheme, so why we let his son just rule the next one? That's a question for another day, quite frankly.
Tohsaka flashes a mischievous grin. Look of someone who's enjoying teasing me since I have no clue what the heck is going on around here. At least that's what I think. I don't know. I'm starting to believe Tohsaka has a really nasty side. I'm starting to think that she might know more about magecraft than I do.
Whoa.
I'm starting to think that the sun is no longer out. You walk through the town at night. It's 1 a.m. and there's nobody out at this hour.
Shiro, should you be out with this hussy who's showing off her ankles this late at night? Isn't it considered improper in this era? Or no? Kuritsugu hung out with many a woman like this, but he openly stated those women were whores. I mean, what? I don't know no Kuritsugu.
I don't know. Rin, are you a whore?
No.
Okay, I guess not then, Saber.
No boys in school talk to me. It's quite odd.
Houses are dark, and the sleepy town is cast only in the streetlight's pale glow. Hey, Tohsaka, are you planning to walk to the next town?
Of course. Trains and buses aren't running right now. Sometimes a nighttime stroll is kind of nice.
Okay, but I just want to make sure. Do you know how long that walk will take?
See, so here's something that's also different between... Because I know Unlimited Blade works, I don't know the Fate route. Which is... Archer doesn't get injured in Unlimited Blade works. So he's always, like, around during these conversations. Archer is like not around at all during any of this. I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
It's you.
About an hour, right? If it gets too late, we can just grab a taxi on our way back.
I have that kind of money. My point is more about whether it's safe for a girl to walk around at this hour. You know, it's been dangerous recently. I don't want to be responsible if something happens to you.
Yeah, I know. There's been this blonde woman yelling at me.
Oh, is Gilgamesh having problems again? Need a timeout.
Don't worry. Nobody's gonna mess with us. You might have forgotten, but Saber here is really strong.
Uh-oh. Now that she mentions it. If anyone picks a fight with Saber, they're dead for sure.
Rin, what did Shiro mean by what he said earlier? I did not quite understand. He really misunderstood the situation. Also, he's an idiot. He was trying to say he'd swoop in to our rescue if someone assaulted us. That cannot be right. Shiro is my master. Our roles would be reversed if he did that. Yeah, he's probably not thinking about anything like that. Like, he doesn't care what mages and servants are. Honestly, like, I'd like to see what's going on inside of his head. It's probably a little monkey hitting symbols together going, I don't know what's going on, I'm Shiro Emiya.
What did she know? Tohsaka and Saber seem to be on good enough terms to chat now. And they're both talking shit about you in front of you to your face. Normally not the best sign that you're
happening.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe I found new friends. Man, I guess we're gonna have to take Emiya with us. It's good to finally have people to hang out with. Saber's been quiet ever since I stopped her from leaving the house. She flatly refused to take off her armor, so I made her a raincoat, and she's been quiet ever since. Now she's just following me, only speaks to Tohsaka.
Weird, she wore other clothes in Zero. Huh? Where are you going, Emiya? That's the wrong way.
You need to go to the bridge, right? Shortcut. I feel a little awkward walking right beside her, so I walk a little faster and took the side path.
Raincoat Saber is best Saber.
We enter a park along the riverside. All we need to do is cross the bridge to reach Shinto. This is you.
I didn't know there was a path here. I see, we just need to head to the park, since the bridge is accessible from the park too. Maybe it's the park at night.
Tohsaka, as she stands there staring up at the bridge, she looks prettier than when I see her at school. This isn't good.
Is he glazing again or not glazing?
Yeah, we're getting into glazing territory. Let's just go. We didn't come here to goof off. I remind Tohsaka to hurry and start climbing the stairs.
Fucking woke scold Shiro over here.
Once we reach the road at the side of the bridge, it's just a straight shot to Shinto. There's nobody on the bridge. What's surprising is since the bridge isn't exactly busy even during the day. People tend to take the bus or the train to get to the next town, so the pedestrian bridge doesn't really see much use. It's a pretty good distance, and the bridge seems a little unsteady, so people might worry it could collapse at any time. Probably why this isn't a very popular spot for dates either, even though the location and the ambience are perfect.
What is in your head, Shiro? Stop thinking about such stupid crap.
Saber follows silently while Rin walks beside me. I hurry across the bridge as fast as I can and try not to think too much about the two girls with me. Once we cross the bridge, Tohsaka leads us to the suburbs.
Oh, fuck. This might be the most terrifying it's been.
The office building near the station only come to mind when I think of Shinto. There's still a traditional townscape on the outskirts. The suburbs are especially prominent in that sense. There are gentle slopes and a hill that overlooks the ocean. Further up the hill you go, the fewer buildings there are. There's even a foreigners cemetery built along the hillside. That's where it's just a ditch with a bunch of foreigners' bodies in it. This is where we put the ones who, of the lesser races.
Wait, what?
There's a foreigner cemetery, so I was just making a joke that it was a ditch. They don't get like burying them in the desert sort of thing.
Emiya.
The church is up at the top of the hill. Have you ever been?
Oh, yes, I'm actually quite Catholic, Emiya.
How does that work with the whole magic magecraft witch thing?
The church is up at the top of the hill. Have you never been, Emiya?
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Nope, never. Though I do know that it used to be an orphanage.
I see. If this is your first time, you might want to brace yourself. The church's priest isn't exactly the easiest man to deal with. He's quite awful.
I hear that I shouldn't bring any declarations of independence near him. Is that accurate? Because I have one right here. I was just wondering if we could just leave it outside, or is there like a standard precaution for this thing? A church atop a hill. Never imagined a circumstance like this that would be bringing me to God's house.
Oh, God.
Whoa, this is amazing.
Look at you.
Never seen a courtyard before. The church is magnificent. The whole hilltop seems to be the church's grounds, and I'm greeted by a huge open space the moment I reach the top of the hill. The church on the other side of the vast open space isn't all that big, but it seems to loom over everything, intimidating any visitors.
Shiro, I will stay behind.
Why, we came all this way. I can't just leave you here.
I have a feeling that man's a terrible actor.
Oh, well, that's being very presumptuous. I'm sure he's been in good things.
My purpose was not to visit the church, but to protect you along the way. If your destination is the church, then you will not stray far from it. So I will wait here for you to return.
Saber is frank in her response. I can't see her budging on this point, so I decide to respect her decision. Something that makes my insides turn. but I do what I must. All right, then I'll be back.
Yes, and do not let your guard down, no matter who you are dealing with, master. So I guess they just didn't drop using that word then, despite the discussion on it.
Not calling me master. Whatever you say, master. The chapel is large and majestic.
Well, actually, save, because, you know. See, there is a flowchart, because there will eventually be, like, bad endings and, like, deaths and shit. But... it is almost 2 a.m. How are you?
Or rather, sleepy sheepy.
Yeah, how are you feeling? Sleepy?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Got 5...
Snacking on yummy good goods all day, and I'm just... It's taking its toll.
Said I had a lovely Valentine's Day. Chocolate goodies. Green goodies. Talking to my awesome chat when I had a chance for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most mediocre chapel you've ever seen, that's fair. So...
I guess they just don't have a very large selection over there. I only got to voice the one guy. We got so close to it.
Well, that's what... Okay, next Fate stream. Because we'll have Kodamine, and then this will be the last of, hey, do you know how a Grail War works, BS? And then we get Ilya. And I'm sorry. Where's Dan? Oh, he's not here. Dan said he wants to play Kodamine Kiri. And I said, sir, you have to do a David Cage impersonation. And he said he'd do it.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, not the creator of Heavy Rain. And Dan hasn't done that yet. And I think your Ilya is spot on.
I think so too.
Usually you play the male characters, but you get Ilya and I get Hercules. It's cool.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Does Hercules have any lines? Well, that was the line.
Yeah.
That's it. You read all of Hercules' lines. Congrats.
Alright, so anyway, probably getting to the bummer news. I probably won't be able to do Anime Saturday. But we do have a ton of movies and TV shows all lined up now, thanks to The Actions of Tonto, who has really been helping fuel a lot of it. And I even downloaded a couple South Park movies and specials, because that is also Animu. Right?
Yeah. It's animated.
So I was thinking we need to have a movie marathon to make up for my Valentine sins. Don't know when, but sometime soon.
Well, just keep... I don't know about when this is either, so just keep us all in the loop.
Yeah, because it's not...
Keep you in the loop!
We can't do Anime Saturday. It's Sunday. And then as far as the stream goes, we're going to start doing some video game related content. RPG Maker Monday will come back to Monday, where it goes. Yes, and you're also...
favorite.
And you're preparing another art curriculum, too.
Yeah. Whenever you want to cover that, we're going to get into some of the animation, which I've seen you have been doing animations already.
Yeah, we're
going to go into like the mechanics of it.
Yeah, gonna actually create some of our own characters, which would be cool, and then...
Oh yeah, that one as well.
If I can get into creating sprites for, like, RPG Maker, start doing that with OCs and shit, that'll be cool.
Yeah. It'll probably go a lot faster now that you've been using Sprite so much as well. I think you have a pretty strong starting point right here.
Yeah, it could be a thing, and then one of those days I want to do art and just chill in my jammies and do Sprite. Y'all, movie marathon. I will decide it like 24 hours beforehand. And people, you can bring a movie. I will find it on the Pirates of Bay if you are around and you want to suggest one and put it in the queue.
Oh, I got one I want to suggest. I'll make sure to put that in the Discord later.
Alrighty. So yeah, sounds like a date. And like I said, the next Fate stream will be popping. RPG Maker Monday. I got for Valentine's Day, I got Metaphor Phasmatazio, which is basically Persona 6, I hear.
I should still get myself... Wait, no, I got myself a hat today.
Ooh.
E.
I got myself box ears.
Oh, cool.
It was a whole thing. Totally not cringe at all. Not as cringe as those red pill people we were watching.
That was pretty cringe.
Yeah, we'll make
I saw a little bit of that.
We'll make sure to do it on a weekend, Tonto. We're not savages. Thank you for joining. Late, everyone go sleepy sleep. Be kind to one another. Don't be Shiro Imiya, but do be him. Be the good parts of him, not the bad cuck parts of him.
Look, yeah, only say things once and don't paraphrase them every 2 or 3 times each.
And don't fall for hoe math.
Yeah.
Goodbye.